Yo, what's the deal? Welcome to the cool side of the pillow. It's your boy Big A, the slimmest assassin with the passion. I'm in the building. I'm with Tia.
Hey y'all, what's good?
D Nice, what up?
Yeah.
And we have a guest here tonight, Miss Vernisha.
Hello.
What's going on? How was you guys' weekend?
First off, we're gonna thank everybody for tuning in. Week 11. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. How rude of me. D Nice,
Yo,
how was your weekend, brother?
weekend was alright. Nothing too special.
Hmm.
That was it.
That was it. It was light.
Yeah, it was light.
A paper trail.
It's
Miss
the
Vernice?
quiet before the storm. You know, summer coming, so
The summer is coming.
yeah, it's the quiet before the storm.
Exactly. Miss Vernisha, how was your weekend?
It was very exhausting. I wish I got some more rest.
Oh yeah, likewise. Tia,
Am I the only one who did something?
Probably.
you ain't alone. I
Talk
did
about
something.
it.
Well, I was in Atlanta or whatever.
It was lit.
It was pretty lit.
Lit.
Yeah, I went to Duce Palooza.
Ooh.
It was like so many people there.
You like a Palooza vet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You-
actually probably gonna be my last one.
No, cause I ain't went with you yet.
I know,
I ain't
but
went
I
with
think
you
that
yet.
that might be it. I mean, it was a good, cool thing to do, especially being out of town. But that might be my last one. I'm getting a little too old for the young kid.
Where was you at with the chick with her booty was hanging out? Like,
Her
what?
booty there's a lot of booties hanging out.
Nah,
so
she was on stage. I don't know if she was like
that
sagging
was
or.
trap karaoke.
Oh,
which was the same night.
That shit was hilarious.
I think the same people does like that
Where?
whole Duce karaoke. I think it's the same like group promoter, who does those. 'Cause I'm like the dude who was like the MC for trap karaoke. I'm like, I know I seen him at Duce Palooza in LA.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Oh yeah, no, that was dope.
it was cool, something to do. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really like a fond of watching strangers sing Bad and Bougie, but it actually once you get into it. No, I'm saying once you get into it, it's cool. Especially they do like old school stuff, like some old Ti, some old Jeezy, and it just be having you lit. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
What you do?
Yeah.
It was lit this for me, man. I went to the Crush Groove concert, held
Nice.
it down. That shit was lit. I got to see some of my favorite artists on stage, man. Das Corrupt, Method Man, Redman. I seen all those type of guys, man. They really turned it up. I seen Bone Thugs. I got to see Crossroad live, man. I've been waiting years for that shit.
Were all of them there?
When
All
you
of 'em.
Stop touring.
All of them.
Like,
All of them was there.
They're
D
never
Nice.
gonna stop.
They never gonna stop. They don't have to. They
like-
have classics, bro.
Trust, like Frankie Beverly and Maze and them is still touring
Yeah,
today. That's
yeah.
your legacy as an artist,
Yeah.
for real.
And the shit that they was performing, dog, it's like they could take this shit on the road. They got another show coming up. It's that Great American Smoke Fest with Snoop, them, the whole Wu-Tang. The whole Wu-Tang gonna be there.
Everybody.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about going to check that out. But yeah, I checked out the Crush Groove. That shit was dope. It was good to see the OGs on stage, man. I got to see Ice Cube. He did Today Was a Good Day. That shit was pretty dope. Every bar.
Every bar.
Every bar.
I mean, how could you not know that song? Like, you better know that song.
I mean, the whole place was smoked out. I could tell you that. There was so much cush in the building. And it was actually little kids in there, which was
What venue was this at?
the Forum.
The Forum. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was at the Forum. And it was little kids in there. And people didn't even give a fuck. They was just passing weed right in front of the kids. Like, they didn't care at all.
Brought kids to that concert.
Yeah,
before.
yeah, that was a little odd for me, but yeah, that was my weekend. It was pretty dope.
oh, I thought you was lit, bro.
That was lit for me. I don't do much,
I thought
man.
you had
So
a
you got
lineup,
that.
though.
That's what
I'm
I'm
like, you
saying.
had a
Like,
lineup?
no,
Like,
that
I
was
was lit
That
this
was
week.
it. That was it, man. I don't do much, so stuff like that is pretty big to me. So
Well, I'm gonna go back on what I said. The highlight of my weekend, even though it was chill,
yeah,
was I got a chance to vibe out to some music. You know what I'm saying? Some good music,
good music.
and I appreciated that. You know what I mean? So that was low ball big.
When we saying good music, what we talking about?
The cold joint,
Yes,
cold joint.
yes.
I sat with
Rap is
that.
back.
Tough Critic likes the Cole album.
Of course, Cole never put out a bad project.
Right.
I was
Never.
worried.
You was worried about J. Cole?
I was worried about you. Your
Fair.
opinion.
Well, my opinion is not for the new wave, but old.
Cole is more your lane.
I think Cole's everybody's lane. Didn't he break the streaming record? That's young and old, ain't it?
Yeah, he did.
So that's
not
everybody's wave now.
That's his fans probably in general, because I mean, you know, still some people saying it is boring.
The album?
But we knew that was gonna happen though.
Oh yeah, it's always haters that just hating.
They don't want to think.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What Pump say? Miss me with all that lyrical shit. I'm just here to have fun. They don't want to think, bro.
That's trash. That's trash. Cole did his shit, man. He brought back rap, honestly. Like, I mean, rap been back, but they've been putting out so much bullshit lately. We kind of needed that to hit us over the head with some bars.
So Kendrick didn't bring it back?
Kendrick brought it back, but I mean, it's
how'd it go back away that quick?
Because it's been so much. It's the
microwave.
It's the microwave.
Nah.
There's been so many singles coming out, man.
Rap ain't back.
That shit.
Rap ain't back.
Rap
bro.
is back, man.
I don't think it went nowhere.
It's not back, bro.
Rap is back. When we got spitters like Kendrick, J. Cole, rap is back.
Let me tell you why it's not. Nobody else is dropping on this type of wave. You finna hear summer full of the new wave. So how you feel like it's back just because one project?
We don't know that.
I mean, it ain't just because of one project. I'm actually just talking because of Kendrick with Damn, and he firing it up with his shit. And
well, Damn is done.
I mean, Damn is done, but it kicked it off, and for niggas like J. Cole to come out and put
Damn
this shit out.
last summer?
Yeah, but niggas was riding the Damn. Damn still getting awards right
and
now.
they're about to go on tour too.
Well,
I
your
think
award,
that's the
you got to understand award periods. To win an award, your album have to drop at a certain period. So when your album drop, it's very rare you win an award in that same year.
Yeah. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just using Kendrick as a starter to let a nigga like J. Cole come in the back door and kind of seal it up and let niggas know
Ever since
that
the Migos came
niggas out here.
We've been getting this. We get every year somebody we fuck with drop an album. That's it. We got lucky when we got
It's time to go buy them
Damn
concert
444.
tickets. That's what time it is.
Oh yeah.
We got lucky by getting them two in 1 year. But since Migos been out, only one, maybe two drop a year. You don't get. They don't like this climate of music. They not dropping.
And then plus they don't really put out projects like that.
But they don't.
Yeah,
and it's another thing. It's a reason. I'll be afraid if I was T.I. or any of these established ass artists that's been around for 10 plus years. I'd be afraid to release music in this climate as well too, because they're not listening to you. And none of these artists make music to where it's like just turn up every track. It's turn up. They make content music. Right. So if you know the general population, meaning these kids in the streaming era, they're not listening to content. Why would you waste good music, a good project? You wouldn't drop that right now because it's not going to do numbers.
I mean, some people at that point in their career, like you said, they not putting out albums. They just putting out albums because they want to put out the art. You know what I'm saying? Not because they want to stream or sell records. I mean, obviously that is the goal, but that's not all that it is.
They also want to be appreciated for the art as well. But these kids don't appreciate music.
But you still got your little, you still have people that still do appreciate it. Even some young people.
But I'm telling you, that's why you don't see nobody, bro.
I feel like it's all about the catchy chorus and the catchy beat.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids.
They just want to party.
Shit, yeah.
They don't don't care about what they saying. Like, look at this stir fry joint. What are they talking about?
Like a stir fry.
Bro, that's like, come on, bro. And it was everywhere.
It is, but
that beat cool though. That motherfucker cool.
We're not about to hear. I don't think we're gonna hear Cole really on the radio for real. Maybe that Lil Pump disc.
You crazy? ATM is all over radio.
Yeah. It is?
Yes.
Okay.
That's really good.
And then Kevin's Heart dropped the other day. They already got 5 million views.
The video.
The video, yeah. So you can't really deny Cole.
Cole is
already seen it.
Cole is on fire with that shit, man. That
my favorite track is Motivate.
Do y'all want to get into the album?
We can
dive
dive
into
into
it. On that?
Not?
For sure.
I could dive.
I rock with Motivate. That's like one of my favorite tracks off the album. But I like the Once an Addict. I like Brackets, Kevin's Heart. Everything is like he giving you a lot of different takes on a lot of the issues like drugs, love. It's just a lot of different things going on. He just giving you a different, takes on it via track. So I think it's dope, man.
How you feel about that Once an Addict? That shit is kind of...
I said that's one of my top joints.
Is that in the top? I like that cutoff. That cutoff is nice.
I didn't know that it was an interlude. I thought that was a song.
Is it? Oh, that shit is good.
It's listed as an interlude.
Man, that shit's pretty good. I'm cut off. The ATM is pretty.
And K, the title track is dope.
Yeah.
LD.
Yeah, the title track is dope.
Right.
I really love.
Go ahead.
I really love the message in 1985 though.
Oh
I'm just speaking to those new rappers.
Oh
yeah.
And it was crazy. Like I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm mentioning it. The dude that he was referring to actually made like a response video on Facebook.
To that?
Yeah, because he's talking about Lil Pump. So he made a response video, and I'm starting to see the trend with these little cowards. I'm gonna call them a coward because this is the second new dude who done this.
Right.
Yeah.
Tekashi did the same thing.
Yeah.
So he in this response video, he gonna say, how dumb do you look dissing a 17-year-old? But you made a diss record first.
Right.
And when he replied, not even dissing you, you want to play the age game?
He was
Backpedal.
just talking to his ass.
like
Really,
these
yeah.
niggas is cowards, bro.
Yeah, that's trash.
That's some lame ass shit. Then he gonna say, miss me with the lyrical shit. I'm just here to have fun. Well, don't put your
Don't say my name, my nigga.
yeah, leave people out of it.
Fucking with a lyrical nigga. Yeah.
That shit's annoying.
He would.
bro.
I mean,
but this is another.
that was a spanking right there.
That's another reason why I don't fuck. People ask me like, damn, nigga, like you harsh on the new wave. I'm like, I don't fuck with none of these new niggas because of shit like this.
Not all of them is like that though.
But then you gonna be on the track talking about Dracos and how you pop off and all that. But then I'm only 17.
Yeah.
What?
When the nigga come with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, come on, my nigga. All you niggas who fuck with that, y'all lames too. You know what I mean? That's true. Dead ass, bro. Like, that's some lame shit.
Yeah.
I low-key got mad when I seen it. Like, I was with the nigga Cole when we seen it. Like, that's crazy. But, yeah, that I wasn't feeling that none.
That 1985, he spanked. Ooh.
I think he was spanking more than one nigga on that
Let me
song.
tell you
I
about
agree.
this.
Well, it was two people who made the diss record, but they said they was doing that trolling them. That's the alleged story. But he didn't put that in his response because that's coming from him. But I guess he sent it through his management, whatever, saying that it was a troll.
Don't matter. He still has the freedom to respond to you, and he did. And he didn't even. I don't even think that he really went in. It was just like, look, I'm about to tell you how you got here.
He lyrically
what's gonna
spanked
happen
him.
while you're here and your future, like pretty much. Like, let me tell you the end game for you.
Let you know. Yeah,
That love and hip hop part.
Exactly.
that hurt it. I know. I know.
For
I
sure.
know. I know that hurted him. They probably sat back and thought about it, played it. I know he played it a couple of times. That's for damn sure.
But the thing is, like, we gonna be able to watch their career, and it's like a couple years from now, we're gonna be like, remember when J. Cole said?
Right.
Like, he pretty much
like
just
he
told
said,
you.
Yeah.
He just told you like your whole rap career.
He told him the whole shit. Y'all just copying the same shit. Nobody
riding
want to come in your shit
trends.
later on, and he just keeping
There's
it
no
real.
longevity in that shit.
None at all.
Yep.
Like, okay, I don't know what their object. They say they just here to have fun, but music can stand the test of time, depending on what type of music you're putting together. I don't think that's why I was asking y'all a couple shows ago. Like, do you think certain artists from this wave, like the Migos and all that, we gonna look back 10, 15 years from now and be like, hey, y'all remember Culture? Like, I don't really think so.
You don't think so?
Nah, because eventually hip hop is gonna get back to hip hop, and then people gonna just remember that era for that era. Like, okay, put it like this: what about the jerk movement? The hyphy art rappers.
We still remember that though.
I'm talking about the album though. You can't tell me what
Nah.
Booty Bounce Bopper is on.
No,
right.
no.
So it's like it's certain stuff that's not gonna make it.
Right.
Nah, it's like I think like the whole catalog as a whole, no.
You're
But
not gonna see them
definitely,
say
we gonna remember like
Gucci
remember when
Gang.
Bad and Bougie came out. Like, yeah, I remember where I was at.
Oh, yeah.
Or like certain songs
you're not gonna
here
say
and
the
there,
Gucci
but
Gang
like
album is
the,
turning 25.
the whole
No
album,
way.
no,
Yeah, no
You know
way.
what I'm saying?
nah,
Like,
that's
come
not
on.
happening.
Just the mainstream songs you were dancing to, pretty
Exactly.
much.
Everybody remember singles like it's one hit wonders with singles,
Right.
but that don't make you. You know what I'm saying? That don't solidify you. That's why it's called a one hit wonder.
Yep.
Vanilla Ice Baby still is relevant.
Still
I
here.
agree.
But where's Vanilla Ice?
Melted.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand certain stuff may make it, but the artist isn't gonna make it. The song may make it. You hear Laffy Taffy and back that ass up and all that everywhere.
That Big Butts and I Came Out
Oh,
Alive.
yeah,
all
That
weekend.
shit, they always play that shit.
So it's singles and certain songs. Bad and Bougie is gonna make it because it was it was very relatable. As far as like what they were saying. So, but other than that, I think this whole wave is you can throw the whole wave away, and won't nobody really trip.
That's
Like if you woke up tomorrow and
agree.
everybody was back rapping like Common and Wale, you wouldn't even complain,
at all.
and nobody even fuck with them two like
At
that.
all.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, at all. I know I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't.
And if it wasn't for ringtones, I don't even think Soulja Boy would have made it as far as he made it. But the ringtone era he made mad cake because he had to pay for ringtones. Him and Chameleonaire. Chameleonaire made a fortune of ringtones and Young Jock off of It's Going Down.
Yeah.
But without the
I had that
ringtone
shit.
era, these people don't make it.
That's true.
So I think, in my honest opinion, I think the streams are a crutch because you don't have to really physically spend money.
Right.
Like these kids probably got their mom and dad card paying for their Spotify or title. It's really no money being spent, and it's nothing to go on YouTube or all these streaming sites and just stream music. That's a crutch. But if you put these artists back when they gotta actually spend money, I don't know, bro.
Niggas ain't gonna
I
survive
don't
because
know, dog.
everything sound the same. So niggas
Like you
I
said, the
can pay to
microwave
hear
era.
this
Why
nigga.
would I pay for it?
why would I pay for it?
So
This
I
nigga
think
sound
the
like
streams
this
are fresh.
nigga, but he a little bit better. So I'm gonna take it. It'll be pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't think they.
And then it's a new dude every other week. I'm hearing a new, man, who are these kids? Like they
sound
coming
like-
out of nowhere.
He sound like the last.
It's like 13 YFNs.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
5 YBNs. I'm
They
like,
young.
who? And
Yeah.
none of them with each other. Like, how y'all holding the same little initials and y'all not even in the same clique?
Right.
All them look the same too.
They all look the same.
They all sound the same. Niggas sound like they from the South and they be from like Connecticut and fucking North Carolina, Detroit. How you from Detroit? You sound like you from the South.
Because that's what's popular.
Yeah,
right now.
so it's like, man, who are you niggas, bro?
Right.
That's what I say about niggas that's on the West Coast that sound like Future and all that shit. How is that possible? But
Well,
that,
designers from New York.
but niggas is
I had
like,
no clue.
how though?
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Designers
Yeah.
from New York, bro.
I feel
And a
that.
lot of these, it's a handful of these new wave dudes from New York, and they sound like they're from the South.
That's like they say. That's like Cole say. That's some copying shit.
Mm-hmm. So
There's
what
no
y'all,
originality.
what y'all think about the triple meaning of KOD?
I
So
thought it
it's
was dope.
I
kids
like-
on drugs, king overdose, and kill our demons.
Where'd you get those three meanings from?
He spoke about
Oh,
it.
he did. So I
Yeah.
haven't.
I seen it on Genius.
So he said he gave us three.
Yeah, and he said the rest y'all could just kind of interpret yourself.
That's what I thought he did from the gate, which I thought was dope.
Yeah.
Like, let us interpret what we think that means.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been.
Because he didn't say it till after the album dropped.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna rock with the first one just because of the first video when he had the kids flying on the drugs.
yeah,
That was a metaphor in itself.
yeah,
And he had the dollar on the string,
yeah.
which is a playback to Dollar in a Dream when he first dropped. I catch all his little small
Right.
little messages.
I
most
like
of the time.
Kill Our Demons because it's like, you know what I'm saying? He kind of spoke about it, but it was just like, we all got shit that fucked us up in life, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you either gonna face it, i.e. kill your demons, or you gonna let it consume you. Like, that's pretty dope. Kind of make you think right there.
He had some good messages
Little
in that
deep, you
whole
got deep
album.
on
I mean, that's what he did, though. I
took it
mean,
real
think
deep
about.
on it.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
that's the
I'm
thing.
like,
Like, that's why he was
damn.
talking about, you know, like it was like real personal, talking about his mom and how she was, you know, drinking a lot and
That one side,
That song was
shit.
crazy.
yeah,
That touched a lot of homes.
Yeah,
That's for
exactly.
sure touched a lot of homes. I know it did.
But
Right.
that's what I missed. And y'all about to get mad at
Come
me. 'cause
on.
maybe I didn't sit with it,
Spit
but
it
that's
out.
what I missed with music. Like, it's not fair. Hope did it because I'm a big Hope fan, so I expected that.
Right.
Everybody expected that, so we're gonna push him to the side.
Yeah.
But maybe I didn't sit with the album long enough. But I felt like Kendrick didn't give it to me neither.
You don't think so?
What track did he give it to you on?
Duckworth?
Like I said, maybe I didn't sit with it
Okay, I'm
long
like,
Yeah,
what?
That's why I asked you, 'cause I was-
yeah.
Oh, when he was talking
Yeah,
about
the story with the dad.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
whoa. I was
That's
like,
like a
come on,
real
man.
regular.
But
Yeah, that was,
yeah.
I didn't feel like that was like the. I don't feel like the emotion was tied to that one like Cole's was.
Well, he did.
When Cole tell you
When he
something,
talked about
he feel
that-
like he telling
yeah.
his real life. Every
And
time he
Kid-
give you something like that, you be like, damn, is his mom cool? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
every time he give you something like that, it feel like it's real as fuck.
I think it was just a testimony. You know, he
Yeah,
just had
true.
something to say. You know, and that's just how he chose to.
But I
you know,
missed that
go about it.
in album content. Like, that's an album cut that's never gonna be a single, but people gonna appreciate it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I like missed in playing somebody's album. Like, the album drop on a Friday, Thursday. You press play and just throw your phone, just listen. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of up tempo joints. You might get a slow R&B feature, possible single track, but you don't get nothing like that from a lot of these recent projects, which was dope.
So we giving this album a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I
get
loved it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking with that heavy.
It's definitely something different from this, the
was something
oversaturated
needed.
BS that's in the market right
It was
now.
needed. He better get a Grammy for this shit. I'm not saying album of the year, but something off this album needs to get a Grammy. He might get album of the year. He might. What
He was
else?
even
What else?
talking
Who
about
else is
voting,
gonna
all
drop
that.
this year?
First
bro?
of all, it's only April.
Drake's supposed to be dropping.
Yeah, but you
this
know,
year.
Drake never.
But
give you
listen,
album
this
of
is
the
the
year.
thing.
Never.
Like we like
I mean,
okay.
just because it's Drake.
I
he
would
on
rather
fire.
say
Does
he
he
should
have
get.
album of the year?
I would rather say he will get like a hip hop award because we know that that's gonna be by us who's voting.
Cole
The
is gonna get album of the year.
Grammys.
He's gonna get album of the year.
The Grammys, it'd be like 90-year-old white men
He
voting
gonna
for
get a
stuff
run
like
for
that.
it.
So
He's
we
gonna
can't
get
say
Grammy. He's gonna album of the year, bro.
maybe.
Rap album of the year.
But if he don't be disappointed.
I won't. But if he don't, because it's one dynamic. Because when the last time Drake got album of the year? I don't think he had one. So he's overdue for one. But I feel like he never gave us a classic.
I guess you could say that.
As big as just think
He got
about,
some good albums, but I don't,
Yeah, he has some-
like you
of
said,
course.
Yeah,
He has some
Just
great
thinking
albums.
about the shit, he got some
But
good
as
albums.
big as of an artist that Drake is, he don't have one classic album.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Hold on, man. I
Take
don't want to
Care.
play
Got
my
me
nigga
thinking
Drake.
too.
Let me think about this shit, man.
I think Take Care is pretty classic.
I like Nothing Was the Same. He had like 5 singles.
Nothing was saying was good.
That was like.
See, it's just like we like a lot of them, so it's kind of hard.
But how many albums can you play without changing the song?
That's the fucked up part. And that's
So
what
it's
you
not
got a good
classic.
point about.
It's not a
Yeah.
classic. If you got to change the song,
Because it's always like one or maybe two that just fuck the whole rotation up.
if it's one, maybe two, then I might still give it the
it's
classic.
not
though.
because it killed the vibe.
But I still might, because if you think about this, if you sitting on a 14 track, and
man, that
14
track,
made
yeah.
because some of
Out
his
of
albums
two.
be long, bro.
Yeah, out of
and
two.
you sitting and you. I remember Drake giving you ballads. He giving you rap songs. So if you got
right.
14, 15 tracks with up tempo, love ballads, single club records, and you only got to skip one or two, that's probably a classic, bro.
But in that case, if you talking like that with the shit,
I'm talking
that-
Drake wise though.
If we talking Drake wise, because some of the shit that we turn it from when we trying to vibe out and listen, you might listen to it in the club and it might be your shit. So that's why I can't really. That's why I'm a little
That's
50-50
why I low key
with the
don't count
situation.
singles. I try
That's
to leave
only
singles
why
out
I'm
of
fucked
it.
up with it, because sometimes you might hear a song on there and you fuck with it in in the spot, like I say, but.
But if you gotta sit here and say it's tough to say, then that's not even a consideration.
No, because I might not play it when I'm, when I'm trying to vibe.
Okay,
but
so
I
if you
might
take the
fuck
element
with it
out, what's
somewhere
the
else,
classic
though.
album?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
So-
hard because I want to say some shit is some classic.
Like what?
The one with Jay-Z on there.
Pound Cake.
Yeah, that one was a nice ass album.
That's Nothing Was the Same.
And that was pretty
That's what I
dope,
said.
but
That's
it was-
his best body of work
But
to
see,
me.
it's a couple of them that's up tempo that I fuck with, but I don't like it as a vibe out with the album. It's weird with me. It's weird with
You got
me and
some
Drake.
up-tempo on there?
I don't. Yeah.
I thought
Like
that.
worst behavior. you would
Yeah.
say?
What?
Oh.
It was like
He was clowning on
I
that
fuck
song.
with it though. That's what I'm saying. I fuck with it, but I don't like it when I'm
How?
because it don't. Because it's weird. It's weird.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I like
weird.
that song.
It's weird. I like it though.
Yeah, it's gonna move everybody different.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Drake project. And a lot like people don't really like it because it's like you said, it's a lot of singles. It's single driven, but I felt like even the choice of singles, it was a good song selection.
Right.
Like it was a good. He put it together well. He could have left out a few, and I think that would have made it a classic if he would have pulled like 3 songs from that album track list.
Which 3 though?
See, that's
You had to
you
really
nitpicking
think
now.
of them.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Because it's some that's like I don't
pretty
like
good.
at all, and there's some I listen to like if I'm like how you deep in thought, you don't realize that another song is on
Damn.
because
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
His album is so Drake is so up and down throughout the album. He'll give you worse behavior and then give you the language.
Or come through. Yeah, I
So
Yeah.
it's so up and down. You'll be driving
That's what
and then
I'm
you
saying,
start getting
y'all.
into your
That's
thoughts
what make
and be
Drake
forgetting.
album a Drake album.
Yeah,
For real.
but I think that's why he'll never have a classic.
I mean, some people will
It's
say
too
that.
many
Some people
different
will say
levels.
that it is a classic. I just think it's not a classic to you.
It depends on what Drake you fuck with.
I asked all
You like
three
the
of y'all
singing
the
one or the
question,
rapping
and
one.
None of y'all gave me an answer.
I'm neutral in this
fuck with the
situation.
singing.
So it's not a classic to you either. Then
I'm
Neutral
saying I'm
is no.
neutral. I'm just listening to the conversation.
Neutral is no. So what do you think?
Because I'm
Drake
saying there's people that will say that he has several classic
I'm asking
albums.
Tia. Do Tia think Drake?
I'm
has
not
a
in it
classic
right
album?
now.
us know.
The answer is no.
Like I said, Take Care.
Or you think
Okay,
that's a classic?
I do.
Some will probably agree. You're probably right.
Yeah, I know that.
But yeah, I don't think so.
Meek is free, y'all.
Yeah, I know that's crazy.
Yay.
Hey, did he get out and go straight to the Sixer game, or
Pretty
was that
much,
straight to
like
the next day?
no, it was the same day. Same day. It was
day.
today.
Because I seen the video and he was like, it wasn't today. It was not
Same
today.
day. That was yesterday.
It was
Yesterday.
yesterday.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I seen
They
it was
was
like he
clowning.
gotta get in the shower, and they said he was at the arena. I was like, he's taking a shower at the arena. Go home and take a shower, bro.
He couldn't. It
Why
was like,
couldn't
look,
Everybody met him there. So
You've been in jail for
shower.
Go home and take a shower.
when he got out, the dude who owned
Own it.
owned
yeah.
the Sixers was there waiting for him. Hopped in the car like, we taking you to the game. Like, all right, cool. Because
His
I
kid
mean,
was there waiting for him.
you don't think
though.
they have nice facilities with like
I'm just
showers
saying,
and
that's-
clothes for him?
I
and
think that was
shit?
just
Like,
a good marketing move for both sides, but I'm finna.
That was like that was
that's not the
good
first
for the
thing.
city.
How you think yo? Well, do he even have a girl? I'm about to say your girl feel, your
I don't
mom
think he
feel.
got no
How
girl.
would your mom feel? Like yo, come on, you
Listen,
just got out. Go see
no.
them.
They want
before
their
you go
hugs
They
and
to-
were
kisses.
there.
They
He was
were
with
there.
his son at the game.
Bro, that was a marketing scheme.
Oh yeah,
A
for sure.
marketing scheme.
Yes,
For sure,
because
for
he
sure.
rung the bell before the game
Yeah, for
started.
sure,
Listen,
for sure.
It was a marketing ploy.
Listen,
Come on,
listen. If you that good, look, relax, calm down. Look,
I'm
come
calm.
on, it's okay.
I'm here.
If you that good of friends with a billionaire, you don't think he gonna have your family there waiting for you? Like, look, I know you want to go home, but I'm gonna give you this choice. You want to
But
go to the game.
Come to my game. And,
You want to go to the game? I'm gonna have your family. I'm gonna have your mom, your son, everybody that you want to see
Yeah.
there. I got showers. I got a change of clothes for you. The city want to see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come through. Like, okay. I think that was like a major move. Like, what was he supposed to do? Go home like
a major
man.
marketing move. You're right.
It was a major move for him and the city in general.
You're right. That's marketing.
But
I don't
was
think. I mean,
definitely
it's
in
not.
this.
It doesn't.
That's
Yes, it's,
publicity. It's
it
a
is
stunt.
publicity, but it's not just a stunt. Like, I think it was just. It just
Out of love.
is what it was. Like, you
Out
know
of
what I'm
love.
saying?
like
Like, you
they
just happen
won.
to have-
They're gonna have another game in Philly. So
Yeah.
that could have been done at any moment. That's what I'm
He
saying.
could have said no at any moment too. He could have been like, "No,
Well,
I want to
of
go
course he
home
not gonna do that.
and be. I just been locked up for how many months? I want to go be locked up in the house now. No, I want to be out in the world. I want to see my city,
Locked up in the
Philly till I
house.
die.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
It was more special seeing him fresh out of jail. I was
It
saying.
really was. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, but that's what he
publicity.
wanted to do. Just
That's
like
what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, let's just call it what it was. It is.
that's
what,
what
it
you
was.
think it is. I don't think that it was that.
All right. When
That's
they
what
had
you
him
think
ring the
that it
bell,
was.
I knew.
50-50.
At first, I didn't, cause I seen the video when he got the
Who-
truck.
nobody
but when I
knew
seen
he
him
was gonna
ring the
get
bell,
out
I
till
said,
that
"Oh,
morning."
yeah, I see what they doing."
Yeah.
Huh? Like you
got
said,
a
apparently
point.
the owner knew. So the owner knew, like you said. So
Okay, so
they lined all that
all right,
shit up.
let's no, they didn't line it. How they gonna line it up?
shit
It's like
was
He's the
look,
lined up.
owner. He
Yeah,
controls
that was pretty
everything
dope.
about.
Yeah.
relax. First of all, it's like, look, you out. Hey, you want to come to the game? Like, we can have him bring the Liberty Bell, all this stuff. Like, it just was like coincidence. I swear. Like, I don't think that it was.
Yeah.
It was really lined.
But why
up.
you ring it? Put this jersey on.
Okay, so who knew that they
Because
was
I
gonna
think
play
the
that
owner
same
was-
day that
yeah.
he got out?
A lot of people buy
They
their tickets
knew.
ahead of
The
time
owner
too.
knew. What you mean?
He knew that. He knew that morning.
That you said who knew they was gonna play?
He knew that morning. That's what I'm saying. He
They-
knew that Meek was gonna get out that morning.
I think the
Meek
owner had a
was-
helping
listen,
hand, honestly.
I
with
don't.
getting him out.
It was the
Because
Supreme
Robert,
Court.
the owner of the Patriots, is
They've
going
been
to
working
visit
on
the
it.
jail, and
They've
all
been
the owners
working
of
on
teams
it.
been going to
Yeah,
visit.
because a
me.
lot of people was visiting.
Okay, so you can say the same thing about the
root for
football
him.
game then too.
What football game?
About the Eagles game.
What about it?
I'm saying you could say the same thing.
What
Like,
am I saying?
he was locked up then. So if he would have got out and would have showed up at that game, then you would have said
At
it was
the Super
marketing
Bowl?
too at the Super Bowl.
Nigga, that's the Super Bowl. They're not gonna let him on the field on the Super Bowl unless you gotta get cleared way before
They
the
let
You're
Kevin
with
Hart,
the
they
owner
let
of
Kevin
the
Hart.
team.
They ain't let
And
Kevin
speaking
Hart.
of Super Bowl, Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, went to visit him in jail. These motherfuckers been keeping tabs on Meek since he been locked up. So they knew more than what we think they knew.
That further proves what I'm saying, that they're actually friends with him. So yes, so if they knew he was getting out, it's like,
I'm not saying
all
that
right,
they're
cool,
not friends. I'm not saying
Meek he could have easily said no, I don't want to ring no fucking bell, but he did it. He wanted to. I would have did that shit too. I'm out, nigga. What's good? Like, you know what I mean?
What's up, Philly?
What? Ringing the bell. I'm sitting courtside. I was just locked up earlier
Y'all making it
today.
seem like
Give
I'm
me my
taking a
jersey,
negative
all
look
that.
on it. All I'm
You-
saying it was
no,
marketing. It was.
But that's not.
I do
But
believe
you don't
money
know
was
that
in
for
it.
sure. That's what you think. That's your opinion.
If I
You're-
seen it,
you can
it
have
was
that.
publicity. I seen it on social media. That's plug. So I know it for sure.
You're gonna see everything
when they
on
had
public.
him ring a bell.
All right,
in front
if
of
I take a
fans,
picture of my
that's a
breakfast in the
photo
morning,
moment.
is that
Video
marketing?
moment. That's That's PR.
He coming from it like, because niggas might be like, I'm gonna fuck with the Sixers because they
I'm not-
fuck with Meek Mill's a hood nigga. So
Just like
They
Kevin
been
Hart.
fucking with him though.
Look how Kevin Hart went in on Instagram with it. Decided it's all
That's where he
PR.
coming from, Tia.
So what
I'm
were
not
they not
saying it's a
supposed to
bad
do?
thing. You make it sound I'm
No,
saying
no,
it's a
I'm
bad
not saying
thing.
that. I'm just saying, were they not supposed to, like, were they not supposed to post it on Instagram? I mean, that's what they do on a daily anyway. The niggas post the food that they eat. Like, they're not
Right.
gonna post them
And
being
like
with
you
Meek
said,
Mill.
You don't think the owner
would've
know
did it
how
too.
much Meek Mill means to Philly? Let's be real.
Absolutely.
Okay,
And-
so now that he has that, he gonna do what he can do.
but it don't have to be
to
solely for
promo.
marketing.
No, I didn't say it was solely was, but that was humongous PR moments.
It is. I'm not saying that
Okay,
it's
so
not.
that's all I was saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying
That's
that's not
it.
all that it was. Like, you feel me?
Nigga, Tia.
Yeah,
Like-
she didn't have no ground to talk.
Yeah.
No, it's not like nah.
Because it's like no one's wrong, so there's no real.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that that's not all that it was. That's all I said.
I think it was about 80-20 though.
I don't think it was
Ooh, that's a
any
big
percentage.
80-20, bro.
I just think it was all mostly coincidence. And like, yes, on top of it being coincidental that he got out of jail, yes, people are gonna see it, and it's gonna be quote unquote marketing. Anything you do could be marketing. So if he wear a Nike shirt, oh, that's marketing for Nike because Meek Mill got on a Nike shirt. I'm not reaching.
You're reaching now.
How am I reaching?
Because
I mean,
he don't got to go to jail to market clothing, so you're reaching now.
that's the
But-
first thing he wore
but
when he
when
got
you go
out.
to an
That's the first
arena-
place he went where he got out.
Straight from prison,
Okay.
you take a shower at an arena instead of going home, which was in.
But we
Philly.
don't know that he didn't go home.
No, I'm just saying.
We don't know that.
Nah, he
A
showed
lot
up
of
to the
people
arena
bought
with
their
his shit,
tickets ahead of time,
like
too.
Jail shit.
So like let's just keep
You don't
it
have to
a
buy
bill.
tickets if you own the team.
Nah,
Like,
he didn't buy tickets. He went in the back though, like literally. So
Hey, you
but-
get up out the seat. This Meek.
I'm talking about the fans.
exactly. Shit, a fan probably gave up their seat. Like, oh, y'all want who to sit here?
Nah, Meek sat courtside next to Kevin Hart. He sat right next to
That
Kevin.
part.
That's what I'm saying. They probably
Course
gave
not.
up both of them. Somebody probably gave them seats.
Nigga ain't giving them no
Like when you
course.
get bumped
Straight
off
up
an
in there.
airplane ride.
Somebody got reimbursed.
Kevin and this girl
Exactly.
probably was going, he like, I'm gonna take Meek. And she like,
You're right.
All I'm
saying
saying is Meek is major to the city of Philly. So
Absolutely.
you being the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, you'll be a fool to not capitalize on moments like that. I'm not saying that it was a marketing employee. He did it solely on those grounds, but I'm just saying
Everything don't have to be cynical. You know, everybody ain't got to be.
everything
looking for
low
money.
key is. When you talking money like that, you think these dudes became owners of franchises just by being good dudes? No. So low key, everything kind of is. So that's a ploy on the whole. He's piggybacking on the Super Bowl win. He's piggybacking on Embiid's trust the process. Everything is all a piggyback. So that was a good move for that city.
It was
Now,
a great move. I thought it was.
I'm not saying it was done
They
like
showing
I thought it was
unity.
awesome.
They
It was
showing
epic.
unity.
Ain't nobody getting out of jail like that.
well, because
Period.
it's not just it's a lot of shit behind that because he went on bad merit anyway. So everybody was behind him because he wasn't supposed to be there. So it's a whole different. That's a whole different conversation. But it was a good look. But I did peep the PR and all that. Because if you look at the bell ring, it's a Sixer jersey on him. He sit down. There's no
Yeah,
more
of
jersey.
course. What he's supposed to be wearing?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you missing my point though. Like I'm really peeping everything from what it is. Like, ooh, okay, but I'm not knocking none of that.
I think you're just skeptical about everything.
No, I just I realize what I see. People just don't pay attention to shit. People just don't pay attention to shit, bro.
let them know, D nice.
That's it.
You about to go buy a Sixers jersey?
Absolutely, I'm a Boston fan.
Ain't none of us in here going to buy no Sixers.
Yeah,
all.
we hang banners.
So my thing, do niggas really care that he out, or is niggas doing it for the fab? Like with
According
with
to
the
nice.
Really good
me
question.
home. You know,
I
is
didn't-
niggas really
I
happy
didn't
or
want
they
him to
just
be-
want to post some
I
shit?
didn't want him to
That's-
be in jail for some shit he didn't belong in jail for, but
Yeah.
I don't care that he out.
Niggas really don't care. Is
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
I mean, not to
I
sound
see it a lot
like
because
an
I see
asshole,
niggas I
but
know like Meek home.
I wasn't a
and I'm
huge
like,
fan of Meek like that
Yeah.
anyway, but when I found out why he was in jail, like, that's
fucked up, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, now he's home is gonna be like back to
Regular shit.
I think it's gonna shine a
no more free Meek
spotlight.
shit.
I think it's gonna shine a spotlight on men, especially African American and Hispanic men, getting caught up in the probation trap. And you know what I'm saying? Anything you do, you caught a jaywalking ticket and you going to jail for 5 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a trap right there, and it's really gonna shine a light onto it. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, all bull BS to the side, that it eliminates, or at least start to get the conversation going to where
That shit is not gonna happen.
it might though. I'm saying it's already getting the conversation going.
You know what's
We
gonna
might
shine
be
light on? It's
10,
gonna shine
15
light
years
on
away from it,
corruption. That's what's gonna
that's
sound
what
like.
I'm saying.
But as far as you already being on probation, violating that, he violated.
Yeah.
Which is, and we talked about this. I talked about this off the air with somebody before. It was like, they asked me, did I really feel sorry for what's going on? I told them no. I felt like he didn't deserve to be there for the William thing, but he violates his probation parole, like, just on tour. So eventually he was going, you know what I'm saying? I hate to say that, not go, God forbid it happens in the future, but these rappers live these lifestyles where they violate often. People around them puts them in violation. Firearms, of course your body gotta have firearms, but your homies be having firearms.
Right.
All the drug paraphernalia, all that shit. You're violating year round. And then I seen an interview before he went back, somebody he just got off his drug addiction. Nigga, so did you let us know right now that you
prescription drugs.
you was you know what I'm saying, doing a fake piss test with your probation officer. You just told on yourself. So you've been violating. So I low key didn't feel bad, but when I found out all the police corruption, the judge corruption, all that shit, I was like, oh yeah, they trying to stick. You know what I'm saying? Stick.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But it's like, if Meek wasn't who he was, we would never know about it. And it's like thousands and thousands and thousands of like, quote unquote, Meek Mills they're just, you know, with the same kind of the same
if Meek
story.
wasn't who he was, he wouldn't
but
have
we
been
would
in jail.
never know. Well, we would never know. You know what I'm saying?
But if Meek wasn't who he was, he wouldn't have been in jail.
Possibly.
So it's like they just like the Aaron Hernandez thing. I don't think he did it. I think his boys did it. But since he was the big case, the big name, they went after him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If Meek wasn't this public figure, he probably wouldn't even went to jail on no violence for a Willie. He probably got a ticket.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when what comes big names is high profile cases, and these lawyers and these prosecutors want these high profile cases, make names, make money. You know what I'm saying? There's money behind that shit.
Yeah.
I think it's a sprinkle of racism in that.
It's corruption. It's mad corruption.
Oh yeah.
I heard shit about the judge that she managed some people who managed Boys to Men or some shit like that. Were trying to get him. Yeah, it's a lot of corruption, man. So that's what I think is gonna shine light on the corruption aspect. But that's not gonna change because it's just not. That's just the American way.
It could. I'm optimistic about
I
that.
appreciate that optimism.
I'm optimistic.
But-
That's why, like, instead of just like sitting back, like, that's why you gotta like vote when, you know what I'm saying, they putting these people in office and shit like that, because that's the way. That's how things are going to change. When you just sit back and say, "Oh, that's the way it is," it's gonna stay like that. If you don't do something about it or speak up about
My
it,
thing with the voting shit, do you really think your vote count?
you saw the "Make America Great
That's the-
Again"
that-
niggas out there,
That's
and look
type
what the
deep.
fuck happened.
That's type deep. 'cause
They was really putting in work for that.
Right.
That goes hand in hand with corruption.
I'm
It
always,
does,
like, I'm
yep.
always worried about that.
Think
shit.
about
Like,
this.
It does.
George Bush got a recount in a state that he clearly lost, and in a recount he clearly won. Just hold that for a second, and then you ask yourself if your vote really counts.
I would say at least start with your congressman. I used to intern for a congressman, and he used to say people need to call in.
Yeah.
Because he actually
Word?
reads those
Yes,
emails
they
and stuff,
do.
and they
You-
actually act on it.
Oh, damn.
I forget what
Yeah.
they call them, but is it like delegates? Wait, I don't want to be wrong. Constituents. Like, yes. So
Talk that
when
government shit.
they gonna do what the people tell them to do, because they want to keep their job.
Yeah.
They serve the people.
Exactly. So it's like when you get discouraged and you don't want to vote, or you think That's what the people that's against you, that's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to think. Because it's like, all right, we're going to let them think that they vote don't count.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then they won't. And then that's how people like Donald Trump get elected. Because
they're the ones really actively voting.
Yeah, but
Even
did you
when
vote,
I do,
though?
no, not this time.
No, he didn't vote.
not
See?
this time. But the last time I did, though, the last time,
Obama?
yeah, for Obama, and I was like, I know he gonna get in, but I didn't really think my shit count.
I wasn't sure. I was not too sure because
I was sure just because of the black
We
shit.
had the electoral
him
college,
being black,
you know.
Exactly.
It was gonna happen.
But this is the thing. I mean, it happens. There's
California
always a
voted
shift in
for him.
power if you like study politics. I don't really, but like sometimes I
Dibble
dibble
and dabble.
dabble,
Yeah, me too.
dibble and dabble. But
Dazzle.
you know what I'm saying? That's what happens. Like that. That's what I was saying. Like Hillary Clinton,
Right.
a lot of like she didn't go to like the key states, or like even Wisconsin. It's not worth that many electoral votes.
It's
But
small.
Trump had his ass there.
He had
And
the many
didn't.
states.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
what is the shit with the electoral colleges? What is that shit? What is that about? Is that like where they getting the real?
Electoral college.
I mean, come on, man. What is that? How I say it?
I mean, supposedly that all
What
of
is
this
that?
shit is like ancient, years old type of, you know what I'm saying, that we still do to this day. Like that's how Hillary won the popular vote, but then she still lost in general.
I don't
So
think she lost. Honestly, I think they did some bullshit.
no, because she
was
didn't
losing
get.
by like 6 and 7%.
If you lose certain states, you just lose.
I know,
mean,
but
that's-
she was losing by like 6 and 7%, which is like they can sway that. shit.
Exactly. Well, yeah, and that's another thing you can get into gerrymandering, where if you live in a certain area, they can pretty much
They
like
can remove votes. From
draw a little map around this area because we know there's niggas that live here or low income people
Demographics.
and they vote Democrat, so we're gonna put like a little map around where they stay, and then their votes can only amount to a certain percentage. You know what I'm saying? But it's all type of shit in there. But that's why. But like you have to vote. That's how people like Meek Mill and all these people get into these situations because who's in power, and I mean. It's a climb up a mountain, but I mean it starts somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Even if it is baby steps.
yep. I mean it might seem like baby steps, but it might not affect us right now for for the present, but it could affect the future. So
Yeah, you just hit us with some. We just got real for a second. That's for sure. I appreciate.
I think that might be the Bacardi.
That's Rocco getting us on some real shit. But yeah, though, we happy Meek Mill home or fake happy or acting like we happy that
Feel
we
how
home.
you feel.
I feel how I feel. It's good to see a nigga come home, so I ain't mad at it.
Is it? Well, if you know he did it, is it good to see a nigga come home?
Nah, hell nah.
Was it
I
good
mean,
to-
if you
was
did
it
that
good
shit,
to
you
I was
did that
asking-
shit.
I
O.J.
wasn't-
Simpson come home?
Yeah, huh?
I was just asking.
Was it good to see O.J. Simpson come home?
See, that's my point.
Oh, that's what I'm asking.
Well, I
Not
was mad
really.
young and I didn't care.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's past my shit. But like, as far as like, sometimes it's kind of hard when if you got homies.
Well, I take that
in
back.
them
Was it
situations.
Was it good to
I
see
was
George
young.
Zimmerman come home?
Yeah.
I was young, but when I found out all the shit he was doing after, like breaking into people's shit to steal memorabilia and all that,
It's tripping.
I was like, okay, something wrong with him. But even though I felt like this is the one thing about the government, and well, I'm gonna say government because I ain't gonna say law because different states carry different laws. But I don't understand this. So this man gets acquitted of murder 1, right? 2 counts.
Mm-hmm.
Then they strip him of all his memorabilia.
Right.
Why?
Because he owed the family.
Oh, he had to pay out.
He had to pay them,
Okay.
so all his assets pretty much got frozen
Seized,
or
yeah.
seized. Yeah,
Yeah, that's whack,
and that was
bro.
a part of it.
That's whack.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's whack.
Take all the shit he worked for, like
People
fuck
died,
his body
bro.
up for, yeah.
Huh? People
People
died,
died,
but that don't
yeah.
mean he did it.
Yeah.
So if somebody on your block died, but they came and took everything out your room, and I'm gonna be like, hey, people die, B, every day.
Yeah, I think
Well,
that's
I
just
mean,
some
if
below.
Well,
that's-
I just didn't know why they took it.
Yeah,
so, you know,
that's what happened when
that
you
makes
lose a
sense,
court.
though.
I mean, shit.
That makes sense.
Everything you own, that's now.
Liquidate all your shit.
I think
And they had
just
an
did
auction.
But
that
what
to
type of nigga
sucker
won't-
punch him, just to
Well,
sock him in
nah,
the stomach?
I take a Heisman. Like, that shit, like, I got OJ.
Oh
Heisman.
hell,
Like,
hell yeah! I got
I feel
Heisman.
like, run me that Heisman, fam. I'll put that on
Niggas
the
had
map.
that shit on the
You can
fireplace.
always
Like
cash that
2
motherfucker
mil,
in.
yeah.
You can always cash it in, bro.
Cause I heard he tried to steal some shit back, then he tried to buy some shit back too. So
he met some niggas at a hotel and tried to buy some shit back.
And they gave him way too much time for that crime, but they was just piggybacking off the
and
murder.
then he wrote the book, so I was just like, okay, it's coming full circle. Like, okay, this nigga is crazy. Like, if I didn't kill her, but if I did, this is what I would have did. Like, what?
That was
But I had a conversation, and it made sense though, because the way I perceived that, what I took from that was, if you look at all these documentaries, TV shows, and all this money people are making off this case, maybe I wouldn't have named the book that, but I'm not mad at him for trying to make some money off his case.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have named it that. Like, that was kind of, bro, you wild for that. Like,
Wildin'.
but I would have, like, this is my life y'all toying with. At least let me cash in too.
Yeah.
Because this fed a lot of mouths. The O.J. Simpson trial.
If he would have just
series and
stated,
all
let's say it like that, then maybe it would have been, respected more. But the fact that he was
that
just like,
title was
if
off
I
the
did
rip.
it,
Yeah.
like
That
my
title.
nigga, what? Just say I'm trying to cash out too.
Right. I'll respect you. I think everybody would have been like, okay, you right. We are out here making mad bread off you.
Hell no, they want to make as much money off his black ass as they can.
That's fucked up.
Him and Drake white ass mama. Damn.
Damn. White ass mama.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Hey, run back this out. No, I'm playing.
Alright, so we have you meet home. Kanye. Anybody heard about Kanye? He's been tweeting.
He been on some shit,
He's
Patch.
been wilding.
Leave Kanye alone. Kanye always been this way. Why you acting surprised?
Kanye went from George Bush don't care about black people to I love Trump. He always been like that.
A lot of
Explain
people
that.
like Trump. They just won't say it. You know what they say? In order to rebuild, you have to tear down, and that's what Trump is doing. So a lot of people are actually starting to like the fact that he's in office because he's fucking up, just like Bush fucked up and Obama came to rebuild. So in order to rebuild, you have to tear down. That's a reach, but I tried.
I'm here, like, are you serious?
But I tried it. You know what I'm saying? I tried
That
to
was
hold
like
it
the
down,
end of
yeah.
Space Jam.
I tried to hold it down, yeah, it didn't work. They caught on. They seen it in my eyes. They didn't work.
I mean, I was actually rocking with it, but I was
went
just
too
like,
far.
eh.
I went too far. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a
I
second.
should have cut it short. I should have cut it short.
Yeah.
But, I mean, okay, let me try another reach with another hand. They say
Let's see.
he's been deemed a musical genius for some time now, right? They
Okay.
say it's a fine line between genius and insanity, right? So
Niggas is insane.
can we flirt with that fence? Like,
Yeah,
maybe he's just
absolutely.
going crazy because he really is a musical genius?
Or maybe he's not, and maybe that's just really how he feels, and he's okay.
I don't know. Because like you said, you can't go from George Bush don't like black people to I love Trump. So I can't rock with that train. But I hear what you're saying. I just think he always been kind of crazy. Always.
Yeah, I think so,
always
too.
He's been like
Isn't
that.
he a Gemini? Yeah.
I'm a Gemini. Am I crazy?
They got two sides to them, multiple.
Gemini.
We need to do some Zodiac talk.
We
'cause
could go in.
Go in on
we
it.
need to do some Zodiac
On the
talk one
Zodiac,
episode, man.
especially
Because
Cancer niggas.
I'm low key like I'm a newbie to that shit. I'm not none of my signs say, so I need to know.
Yeah, I'm new to the sign shit too. I just
Women are in they.
yeah.
Oh, they love
I
it.
read it all the
They
time.
believe that shit.
Like, I'm a Gemini. Oh, you a Gemini?
Stay away from me doing all that.
Y'all bipolar as
know
fuck.
me, like,
Yeah, like that's not me.
first of all,
Not like
Kanye,
that.
he been on some shit. I mean, I was excited to hear he was gonna put out some music just to listen to it.
I
But
he haven't gave me nothing in this last 2
I mean, that
hours.
was like kind of his first like announcement back was
I
that
don't
he was
agree.
putting out music.
You have to.
And then it turned into I love Donald Trump, and I don't know. It was just so
That fucked him up.
strange.
That fucked him up.
People are like,
That's
no.
stunning him.
Well, I don't know. I don't think this is true, but I heard he lost like 10 million followers on.
All the celebrities stop following him.
Yeah, that's stunning him just a little
Nicki
bit.
stopped
Yeah.
following him. All of them stopped following him. But they
Whoa.
come on now.
They
that's
coming back
gay.
though.
When that album drop, they gonna follow him. So let's be niggas still gonna want to feature. Niggas still gonna want to track. Let's quit playing. Quit playing with that
And
man.
then his crew is still lit. So
Y'all
when
think
he
the
got his
album's
crew
gonna
to
be
fuck
good?
with him, huh?
Nah, I don't know. He's been gone for a while. Hopefully,
Think it's gonna be good?
I think it's gonna be good
I
because
think it's gonna be good because I think he's gonna finally give us what we've been wanting from
I
him.
don't think so.
Because on his last couple of albums, he might give us 1 or 2 songs of the Kanye that we miss. So I think he's gonna actually give us the Kanye that we miss.
no, he's not.
I think so.
Kanye always
I
pushes
think so.
the envelope. He
I
never
mean-
goes back. He
I mean,
always trying to
he-
do shit.
He's
not-
always pushing the envelope, and he's been getting bad backlash.
So what did he give
about
you of
the shit.
Yeezus that was like the old Kanye?
He actually gave me some good bars. It was just the beats was a little, you know.
Kanye, he takes
Listen
so
to
many
Yeezus,
risks.
bro. Yeezus got
Yeezus
bars
trash.
on that. Yeezus got bars
I
on
didn't
it.
say
It's
he
just
didn't
the
have
beats.
bars.
It's the beats. It's
And
the
the
beats.
content.
It's
It's
the beats.
trash. The content is trash.
It's really the beats that fucked it up. But yeah.
I'm not a beat guy. You're talking to the wrong person. I'm not a beat guy. I don't listen to beats.
It's
So
some shit,
I
man.
listen to lyrics.
It's some
Okay.
He's
lyrics
a
on
art.
that
He's a
motherfucker.
rapper. He's a
Yeah.
lyricist. Well, I can say he's a lyricist, but he's nice. He's gonna give you bars here and
Yeah.
there. These new niggas give you bars here and there. I'm not here for here and there bars. So Kanye's never been an artist to give you an old version of himself.
He'll give
Every
you one or
album,
he'll give
takes
you one or
risks and
two.
He experiments with expanding music. He pushes the envelope. He's not going back.
You never know what to expect with
The
him.
closest thing you're gonna get from him taking a step back, because I think he knew Yeezus was bullshit.
Mark my words, he going back.
We gonna mark it, but they ain't gonna mean that.
He's going back. But I think the album gonna be good. He actually let
He
off.
can't. Can nobody afford to go back to the college dropout back? You
No,
can't afford to go that
I'm
far
not
back.
saying I'm not
No
saying
one's gonna
I'm
listen
not
to that
saying
shit.
going back that way, but tweaking it, but still giving us the Kanye bar shit, not giving us the Kanye wild shit, because it was a point of time when he was on his auto tune shit and niggas really wasn't trying to hear
808's
that shit.
Heartbreak was hard.
It was hard, but some niggas really wasn't trying to hear that shit. I liked it, me personally,
Yeah,
but
you're right. A lot
people
of people
really wasn't trying to
'cause
hear
I
it.
That's when people started saying that old, quote unquote, old Kanye.
was
I miss
gone.
old Kanye.
Right, and that's really where it
Started
That's true.
shifting.
But I like stuff like that when it worked. To me, 808s and Heartbreaks, it worked. People say they didn't like it, but that shit was the official NBA shit for the whole season where Amazing happens.
Right.
For So Amazing with Jeezy.
Right.
He had some shit on there, but I like when people cross over to a different lane, maybe not a different genre, like how Wayne did the rock album.
Yeah.
I fuck with that album more than I fuck with like the Carter 3, Carter 2.
But that was like the Yeezus shit. He kind of
No,
took it on that level.
He just was rap, and he just was on some stupid shit. It didn't
hard.
work. He thought he was God. It didn't work.
But on the Dark Fantasy album, he kind of went back a little bit, kind of gave you that kind of
No,
feel,
that
but he
was-
tweaked it. He tweaked it and gave you a newer version
I
of
think
it, but he still gave you that
It wasn't
old
the
feel
Bill.
as far as with
He
the
was trying
rhyme.
to copy Ho. That's his big brother. He was doing the artsy shit.
Right.
When that shit dropped, that was the move for all rappers was doing artsy talk. It was about Basquiat this and all that, the Picasso baby tracks, and it was all about if you rich nigga talk that art talk. So that's what Dark Fantasy was. So it wasn't really a
that nigga
step
had.
back. He
What y'all
just
think he gonna talk about this one?
his life,
Kim Kardashian.
his
the
whole
baby?
his life, yeah. And that's why I
People
know.
calling him crazy.
And then you got to add that in the
course,
fact
he
where
always
he
do
finna
that.
be trying to push the envelope with sound too. I think he'll have like 2 bangers, and then it's gonna be
2
like Life of
bangers?
Pablo.
Well,
gonna
how many?
sit.
He said it's only 7 songs, right?
Oh, he might get 1 then.
Fuck.
Damn.
He might get 1.
Fuck.
Cause
He's
one. I don't think they're gonna allow him to drop a 7-song EP. That's one.
Who was they?
Shit, everybody has a distribution deal. He said he got his own label,
right.
but it's still somebody above it.
But
So,
you don't think it's Kanye? Like he could just do whatever he want?
but why
I mean,
would
but
you
then
drop
that's
7
what he said with his tweets, though. That is,
Yeah, that's what he
seven-
said.
it's a
Yeah,
7
he
track
say a lot
album.
in his tweets.
Yeah, he does.
Said some
You want to talk
crazy-
about tweets?
But you know, you could like lately a lot of the streaming albums they've been coming out like instead of like the quote unquote deluxe version, they'll just add a few more songs like a couple weeks later.
When
or
it
something
comes
like
to the
that.
song selection, they always add and take away. So I think it's gonna be more than 7. It might be 10, which is not bad.
Albums are so short these days too.
Yeah.
Long like
Don't
they
let
used
Chris
to
Brown
be.
hear that.
He could go 5 for 5 out of the 10.
Yeah, that's
tracks.
something
Is that
else.
Did he swing if he go 5 for
Y'all
5
think
for
Kanye
5 out
gonna
of the
get
10?
dunked at a day tomorrow
For what?
for saying he loved Trump?
Bro, he called Ebro and said he loved Ebro.
Yeah, he was on some weird shit with the Ebro
yeah,
shit.
like come on, man. People just. I
One
mean,
more-
it's a good hot take though, but and then why nobody talking about the tweet he put out after that?
Which was
The fact that he doesn't support none of Trump's decision or none.
Oh.
Yeah, no one's talking about that.
I did see that.
You know,
So
they
well,
never
how
gonna-
that's not followed with the first tweet?
Because niggas done made a
That's
billion
what I'm saying.
tweets
Like
Yeah.
about that
they
shit.
building
Yeah,
this
they picking
story
him,
around just because
yeah.
he sent that first tweet. That's like you saying, man, I don't like light skinned girls, and you be like, oh, now you know what? After I thought about it, they cool. I kind of jumped the gun. Then people like, no. You say you don't like light skinned girls, man. Like everybody run with that. It's gonna paint this picture.
Yeah.
Like come on.
That happens though.
That's what they're doing because he has. Like I said, he
I wish
has a
Kanye
name.
would stop tweeting. Just Give us the music.
When you have a name, you're high profile. Everything you do is exploded. So people gonna run with everything you say.
Yeah.
If Kanye
Especially
wasn't
on
Kanye,
Twitter.
we will not
He
be
could
talking
have really
about
been like
this right
psych, but niggas would have never.
They gonna be like, it's gonna be on the shade room. Like, was this true or was this really a joke?
Right.
Like, come
Yeah.
on, man. That phone call on High 97 that
I think
you know,
he might still be. Oh,
he
no.
kind of wigging still. And then, so you gotta let that just slide. Like, okay, he's tripping. He's not in his right mind. So why would you hang him?
Is
for saying stuff.
Kanye in a sunken place?
I love you.
He said he out of it in the tweets.
Yeah.
But how come none of the other niggas got in a sunken place that hit that Kardashian? You know what I mean? So I'm not here for that neither. He was crazy before that. Reggie Bush ain't crazy. French Montana ain't crazy.
Something always happened to people.
Ray J, Ray J just weird. He ain't crazy though. But
What about Chris Humphries?
When last time you heard from him?
They career go down after
And
that.
nigga been weird though. He been weird before.
That's
that.
another thing. So, well, that's another thing people say. Your career go down the hole when you mess with a Kardashian. So that means that I'm finna be.
Oh damn!
I'm just saying, if that's the stigma that
Unless
they
he out the
apply to
sunken
Kardashians.
place.
People
like she
already
said.
is not fucking with this album. They haven't even heard it just off of
The Trump
what
bar.
he did.
Yeah. Now if the album
That's
got a
why
song
he gotta
called
hit
Fuck
you
Trump,
with
they
the
gonna
shit.
be all there for it.
That's why he's gonna
He
hit
might
us with the
surprise
shit,
everybody. Who
y'all.
knows?
You can go ahead, bro. Believe it.
Mark
That shit
my
ain't
words,
entitled to it.
man.
I don't want to mark them.
Please,
You believe
Be
your
not-
words.
Please, I believe in you.
He had the hat on and everything. Make America great again.
Who signed it? I couldn't see the signature.
I'm pretty sure Trump did.
Oh,
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
have the
I
signal.
did
Okay,
not-
so
mm-mm.
no, because this is really killing me though.
Let's go.
So, based on who someone supports, you don't rock with their music because they said it.
Well, yeah, that's how it is now. Because niggas ain't.
Because I see a
fucking
lot
with
of
Trump.
motherfuckers in the industry
Especially
that be
Trump,
like, "Oh, I
yeah.
love Taylor Swift." We all know who she voted for.
It's different in the black community though.
But I mean,
Why?
it
Because that's black people.
no,
That's
it's
how-
not always different because niggas still fuck with R. Kelly. He
People
just
do-
barely getting
Niggas
out
still
of here.
fuck with R. Kelly, but they gonna bring that shit up every time you say R. Kelly though.
Like people mad at Vince Staples for saying what he said, but I rocked with him. I was like, "Yo,
About R. Kelly.
yeah, like why are more people not doing what he doing?"
Let me get this tweet out. This is Kanye's following tweet. It said, "You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him. We are both dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone. I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals, and we have the right to independent thought."
Okay, so
He kind of brought it home right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
but
the intelligence and what he's articulating,
yeah,
they don't want to talk about that.
right.
They not.
They gonna just say, "Oh,
They
he
already
fuck with
just
Trump."
mad about it.
That's all they
I
see.
mean, I don't agree with him, but I do at least that he did give us that cushion at the end. Like, look, this is why I said
What
what I
don't you
said.
agree about?
I
You say you don't
mean,
agree with him. What did he say that you don't agree with?
I love Trump. I don't fucking love Trump. A lot of people don't love him.
But your name ain't I. He said he loved.
I know. That's what I'm
So you
saying.
can't disagree with.
That's
somebody
what I
they
don't-
love.
I'm gonna disagree. Like, I don't feel the same way that he does.
Oh.
Do you think he just loves Trump as a person and not as a president?
He could. I mean,
Like,
a
what if
lot
they really
of
just know each
these
other outside of
rappers
that?
that used to like. Didn't
true.
Jay Z have bars about Donald Trump and like staying in the Trump? Like they were
I
actually
got-
friends
I got
with
a-
was
him.
actually on
he said, I got
TV back in the day,
A
you
house
know?
in the Trump Towers only slept in once.
Yeah, like
But that was
that's
but
what I'm saying.
he
Like
bought
they
a house in the
actually,
tower.
yeah, like they actually, like before Trump was this what he is now.
He was that,
He wasn't
brother.
always that. Like he was, you know,
Yeah, he was. He just wasn't on his.
He was an
platform
asshole.
he used to
promoting
be a Democrat.
it. But Trump's
his vi-
parents is.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. See, like we didn't have mass media the way that we do now. You couldn't get information like that.
But-
So all you knew was he was a big playboy billionaire. You know what I'm saying?
People
We didn't
rock
know.
with Trump to a degree because of his wealth and his stature, as you know what he stood for that high in the.
My
pillar.
point is, rappers used to fuck with Trump heavy.
Yeah, people
they rapped
did.
about him. They took pictures
Right.
with him.
But I'm telling you, the
They would
turning
go to
point
his
happened.
events.
shows and
His
shit.
rallies
They was
when
on
it
his
happened.
reality TV shows, like, but you know what I'm
the
saying?
pep rallies is when he curved everybody, and that's what
The pep rallies.
Yeah, because at the rallies he will promote this negativity towards minorities.
Yeah.
and that was a pivotal turning point for a lot of people. So it wasn't like they just was like, oh, he the homie, and then we just switching because it was against him. Nah, it was a lot. He dug himself a hole and had to get in it.
But that's the thing. I think that's a good lesson for all of us to learn. Like sometimes we don't know who people is. You know what I'm saying? Before
So
we
they
go,
get some power and you see some shit.
before we go out and promote whatever it is, like the thing that happened with Sabrina Claudio, like. I was like sharing her music. I liked her music. I listened to her like almost every day on my way to work. And then it came out that she was saying all these tweets about black women and dark skin this and da da da. And I'm like, damn, I was over here like sharing her shit, like trying to get her on, and like she don't even like me. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, so yeah.
But how old was those tweets? Because I didn't really get a chance to dive.
It
into
was
that.
like I think 2014, something like that. That's
Man,
not that long ago.
And somebody dug that shit up.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
she had like a whole
she had
a whole Twitter account dedicated to trolling black women.
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, but I was on Twitter in those days, and that was like what a lot of people did. To be honest, like they just did that. Like not even if they really felt like that, you would get a whole bunch of retweets by calling a dark skinned girl a roach, and like everybody just thought it was so funny. Like you know what I'm saying? Like for real though.
I'm sorry, my dark skinned Nubian queens that I just laughed at that, but that was type funny a little bit. Like, it wasn't. It was the way she said it. I don't know why it wasn't funny, but it was. Never mind. But I don't know, man. I think trolling most definitely gets you like a lot of traffic and volume your direction, but that's just not always a positive outcome when you troll. So I don't think I really
Not
be
at
here
all.
for the trolls.
Niggas is not with it at all. Speaking of not with it,
What?
you guys seen Fab and Emily?
Nah, I didn't see it.
They back together.
I've seen it on.
I don't think they ever
Shade.
broke it. They never was.
I mean,
separated.
the way that everybody made it seem, they made it seem like it was overdue to the whole situation and the whole fight and something
That's
like
not
that.
new.
But now people making a big deal of it. Now, so I mean, can we fuck with Fab again? Because a lot of people was hating on my boy Fab, even though I stuck with him. But they was clowning him and doubting him and saying all these type of things about him, calling him an abuser.
He was definitely verbally abusing her.
He was like.
But that's on
I'm
her
talking
if
about
she
the- I'm
wants to
talking
be
about
with
the
him.
people.
Yeah, they said what they seen. That's abuse. You are an
But-
abuser.
But I'm saying, so now that she's back fucking with him.
No,
man,
that you're still an abuser.
That's
If
still
I beat my wife and then go home to her and she's still there, I still beat her, my nigga.
Right.
Like that doesn't go away because
No.
she took me back. The fuck?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bro?
I mean, everybody's making a big deal about
It's
it.
a big
isn't it?
deal, bro.
Is it?
Yes, that's like
so
I
they-
just raped a girl the other day. It's cool. She took me back.
I mean, the same thing kind
It's
of
a
happened
big
with.
deal. Abuse is the same thing,
I
bro.
mean, I
Yeah.
understand
It's
what you're saying,
big.
but I'm going with the whole thing that is there a point of making a big fuss of it about? I mean,
Yes.
because this is just some natural shit for us in the black community. I'm sorry, not making it seem like that. Niggas,
I don't know about,
I don't want
maybe.
to say nigga do it all the time, but not me. But I mean, this is a common thing in the black community.
Minus the domestic violence, couples do go through shit
Go
and they
through
get
this
back
type of
together.
thing,
Yes.
and they come back together. But people are kind of blowing it up like, oh my god, she's back with him. But this is just some normal shit for us.
Because in this day and age, you stupid to stay with a nigga who still do abuse you. That's why.
Yeah, but that's another like.
There's no yeah, but you're dumb.
I'm saying that's another thing that victims of domestic violence they do go back a lot of the time
Yeah.
because
That's what makes them stupid. That's what I'm saying. You're dumb
I mean,
for going
yeah,
back.
you could just say that they're stupid, but
It's
I mean,
hard
it's a lot deep down
You can't control who you
psychologically
love.
in there
I
to why
understand.
she's going back.
Probably so. Comfort.
Yeah.
It's comfort.
It could be a number of things.
But yeah,
you could be scared. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is like,
He could probably tell you like, look, if you don't come to Coachella with me, I'm gonna go to jail and nobody gonna be here for the kids. And she
Fear.
just say, okay, let me just let me just go be with him. I don't know. I'm just saying it could be
That sound pretty reasonable.
it could be a lot of different reasons.
Salute to them. Hope they patch it up together. I'm glad they got it back together. Family back strong.
I just hope man. Whew, the whole story. Just thinking about it, her knocking out him supposedly, allegedly knocking her teeth out and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I mean, I'm gonna just pray for both of them. Hopefully, whatever demons they fighting, you know what I'm saying. They
And that
are
we
able
don't
to
hear it
overcome
happen again. You know.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's over.
Yeah, because I mean, y'all remember Rihanna went back to Chris Brown. After that whole shit went
Tina
down.
went back to Ike too. It's stupid.
Yeah.
all these old
Go
It's
way
a
back.
pattern. You crazy.
I'm sorry, but that just came out like that.
Aw.
But they are. I mean, come on, like. And then what trips me out is when something like that happens to someone, it's very unfortunate. It's saddening that they have to go through that. But as a woman or man, if it, vice versa, role reversals and everything, even though everything that happens in life will be outside of that and side measures, you can't say nothing about nothing to nobody if you do or you stayed. Like if you're the abuser and you abused, your advice is invalid no matter what it's about. And if you were the one being abused and you stayed, you can't give no type of relationship advice. None.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because it's like you're living in contradiction.
No, that's real.
What example are you setting?
Right.
Remind me
And then
of,
she has kids, so that's another thing. It's like, yo, like what? But I'm not gonna really touch on that. So.
Right. I mean, we never know until we in that situation.
That's why I
Thank
wanna
God
know.
we
End of the
ain't, I'm not going through anything like that, but nigga, knock my fucking teeth out. Goddamn.
It's a wrap.
Goddamn.
Leave,
Shit,
ladies.
his teeth getting
leave.
knocked out too. Shit.
If he beating you,
You know how much I paid to get these teeth straight?
Just leave.
Man.
He beating you up. Leave, ladies, please.
That's a gateway to
Most definitely, Tia. Let's
Niggas
talk
gonna
about it.
either end up on Snapped,
Damn.
like she might snap,
And then it's
or
crazy 'cause
unfortunately,
I don't watch Snap like that.
He might kill her. Not I wouldn't say them, but that's a lot of domestic violence situations. You know what I'm saying? The woman ends up dying, or vice versa. She ended up killing him, and then she go to
That's what I
jail.
was just
And now the
about to
kids ain't got
say.
no mom or no dad.
And then with the kids seeing that, they grow up with that same cycle. you
Wasn't
know
that Chris
what I'm
Brown's
saying?
excuse?
Exactly.
But moving forward.
Exactly.
No, but I don't watch Snap like that. But the episodes I have seen, it's like 85% women killing they dude because he done did some shit.
Yep.
So it's like that's usually what it boils down to. Or you'll like drive yourself, speaking from the women's perspective, like into like deep depression and like what, like just leave, man.
Heavy drugs.
You can love people from a distance, like you can be in love with them and leave, love them from where you at, but it's toxic to
Bars.
stay with them.
Bars.
So, but who am I?
Leave.
So, got a question.
Talk about it.
Is it okay to date an ex of a friend? Anybody?
Let's get into some context. So,
Be more descriptive.
Oh, you want to break it
I
down?
want to kind of break it down. I mean, I don't know if y'all been watching, listening to the news or the Shade Room, Baller Alert. Derek Fisher and Gloria Govan, they're engaged now. And Gloria was Matt Barnes' ex-wife, So I think that's where we get into that question. Like, is it okay to date an ex of somebody that you used to be friends with? Like, they was
But
teammates.
Matt already addressed this on.
They
radio
did, but
show.
he's cool with it. Like he said, he got to grow up. It is what it is. But I'm asking, we asking each other, like we having our own conversation. So
I feel like it's okay. You can't help who you love. You fall in love with her. You love who you love. But it's like levels to this love.
Yeah, it is.
okay,
Like how you get to this love.
Yeah.
I need to know.
And then
your
how
every
close
move.
were they, Matt and Derek? I don't know
Right.
if they for the same team, but were they like real?
You can't
close?
be a hypocrite about it though, because one man's trash is what.
another man's treasure.
treasure.
So you can't.
That's real.
If she's in your rear view, you can't really like say who you can't mess with.
Do y'all remember the story that Matt Barnes drove like from L.A. to Santa Barbara to whoop his ass?
Yeah, he was tripping.
Oh,
Yeah, he addressed that too. Like that was a good little story he told. I was like, damn. But,
Nigga was ready to box.
but
But I think it probably hurt him more that they was trying to hide it. It's you know what I'm saying.
crazy shit
then-
is I was I kind of knew about the rumors or whatever when they was hiding it, and I was at Universal Studios, and I didn't want to get on a ride. I think it was a Minion ride, but my daughter did. So I'm waiting outside the ride while she on the ride, and they like right next to me, and I didn't even recognize Derek Fisher.
Damn.
I seen her, cause I used to see her at this park we used to work out at a lot, all the time. Her and this chick Gilbert Arenas was messing with at the time. So I seen her. She had like a dad hat on. I was like, oh shit. Then when I really looked, I seen Matt twins, and then I seen Derek, and I was like, oh fuck. And I was probably waiting for like a good 20, 30 minutes. So by the time I realized who I was standing next to, they walked away, and I didn't even get a chance to like do some like TMZ camera or whatever. But I didn't even know like, oh shit, I didn't even know they was right there because Derek is not that tall. So NBA players, you be like, oh, that's so and so. He had a hat on, sunglasses, like real incognito. I didn't even recognize dude till I seen. Honestly, I go back. I seen the twins first because I know I've seen his sons all the time. So I was like, oh shit.
And they look just
then I
like
looked
him.
like, oh, I thought they was like with a now. Like, oh, they all right behind me. Like,
right.
And that was right before it kind of like blew up. And nobody, like, I think I was the only one that recognized them. Nobody around us even knew who they were.
Yeah. Damn. So, Big A, is it okay to date an ex of a friend? And I don't mean like they used to fuck around, like they was in a relationship.
Nah, because it's like different levels. I mean, like D-Nice say though, I mean, you can't help who you love, but there's levels to that shit.
Yes, you can.
Can you?
Yes.
So, okay, Cyborg, why can't y'all leave the ones that do y'all wrong if you can't help who you love?
Because we don't fucking want to.
That means you can't help who you
Yes,
love.
You can help it. You just don't want to at the moment. We all right. We good. We content here.
Proceed, young man.
Yeah, I'm a little 50 with it. So
You're not sure?
Yeah, I'm not too sure with it because, like I said, there's different levels to the shit, and it's kind of so many levels to kind of really break down because.
Well, give us a few levels, man. Give us something, B.
Like a homeboy, like a close homie, like maybe
like a teammate.
Okay.
Yeah, like a close homie. Like it ain't cool. Like if D-Nice is mess with my ex.
Hey, I ain't here, bro.
Hey, I'm not here.
I'm not here.
Hey, I ain't here. But no, yeah, like something like that.
Well, that's what it is.
Nah,
Nah.
it wasn't that close. Let's be clear.
they
They was
was really
teammates.
It was teammates, but I don't.
They-
We don't know how close they were.
But
Matt
it makes
said
you
how close they
wonder.
was.
It makes you wonder though. Was Derek like checking her out while he was with me? All that stuff.
Wasn't Derek was married? I think though.
at that time?
Yeah.
But he probably
Still,
was
what was
like,
going on for them to just?
But wait a minute.
I think
So
I
he
think that
was
an
cheating on his wife
opportunity
with
thing.
her.
I think that was an opportunity thing. Like her and her sister was like some of them like sisters that everybody knew.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when he found out they was kind of done, I guess he was like, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of time I think that he was on.
right.
Because like I wouldn't date my best friend's ex. Nothing
Why?
like that.
Hell no. That's
Yeah,
weird.
so it's just going with the whole friend thing.
Yes.
But
That's
okay,
Them being
strange.
what about
teammates is
this
like.
dynamic? What about this dynamic? So you don't have to. Damn it! I ain't gonna actually. I don't want you answering this, but we all know people are females and dudes who smashed within a certain circle, right?
Right.
Okay.
So, what happens when a smash grows and blossoms into something else? That's what I mean by people knew them. He probably did his thing and was like,
Yeah.
"Damn, you type cool. Like, let's go have
maybe.
lunch."
But that was his wife and mother of his 2 kids.
Yeah.
But everybody's a mother of somebody's kids nowadays, so you can't.
He's
really,
still guilty for smashing. That's it.
I don't know. I mean, I agree with y'all, but we don't know how it became what it became. Now, I
When
can
was
see if
the
he set out
approach?
like, "Damn,
Yeah.
I want her," when he was with her, then okay,
Okay.
maybe that's kind of shady. But if it kind of happened after and kind of maybe not organically, but not what they expected to happen, then I can understand that.
They couldn't have been.
I feel like 'cause
boys.
they was
couldn't
I just
have
think
been.
they
it's
wasn't
so
Well,
weird.
Matt said they wasn't
They
tight
wasn't
like
in
that.
the
They said they
same-
was
yeah.
friends,
They
but they was
couldn't have.
teammates, and they
Fine.
ended up becoming friends, being teammates, but they wasn't like on that type of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no way.
It was like a principal thing.
He was like, once they
Yeah,
both wasn't playing with each other like that, like on teams, they wasn't even really like hitting each other
It
up.
was
So it
over.
wasn't like they wasn't boys.
He was
like
hitting
that.
up something.
Yeah, something was going on up in there.
But
Right.
I think it's I'm on the fence. It all depends. It all depends on how it happens. It all depends on what are we calling a friend too. That's another thing. He could be a friend in one person's eyes and an associate in another person. So what are we really calling a friend?
I mean, like a real ass friend.
A
like,
real ass friend, you don't
no.
touch him.
No.
Yeah,
Real
You
ass
don't
touch
even
him.
look
No
at
better,
him.
yeah.
Shit.
So they was never really friends to
Yeah, I
begin
don't think
with.
To
so.
me, that's
For
what a
Derek
real
not to
friend
give a
is.
fuck like that. Yeah.
You're
They can
an
get any
associate.
woman, any woman they want. Pretty, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So is it worse that if they was to hold on, what am I trying to say? Oh. Is it worse if he just smashed her, or is it worse that he's marrying her?
I need context for that
That's an
one.
interesting question. Yeah.
I need context.
Like if it was just a little quick drive-by. Is that worse
I think that
than
happens all
them
the
getting
time
married?
in the NBA. To be honest,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
Shit.
need more. Like is Matt just now getting done with her? Then he just do a quick smash. Like you need to break that down because people do quick
Yeah,
smashes.
let's
all
say
the
the
time.
same.
Like,
Let's say the same amount of time.
nah, it's just fine because you will never know if it's a quick smash. No one will know.
people take it that stuff like that to the grave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the quick smash.
You wasn't supposed to agree with that.
Whoa.
You was not supposed
That shit woke me up. I'm like quick smash.
You was not supposed to agree with that, brother.
Wait,
I don't know,
man.
But yeah, because you'll never know. So I don't think that's worse than a marry, because marry is like invitations, you know, like
Pictures
Facebook statuses.
and-
Yeah. So, but a smash, even that could be your best friend, but you would never know.
So you think a
So I wouldn't think
smash
that'd
is
be worse, because you wouldn't even, if you find
Marrying
out, you're
is
gonna be
worse.
like, damn, word. And then you can get over that. Like, damn, you did that. Now I know how I can fuck with you with my kind of my females.
Right.
But a marry is like, so you really finna do this?
It's in your face all day.
Like, I gotta come to
pictures.
the wedding knowing I stuck in
Damn.
your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look at me at the reception like, hey, you used to take her down too.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you
so
fuck
like
with her?
the marry, I think the marriage will play on the person that marrying her. Because if y'all close like that, everybody knew her from you first. So you gonna look like the fool at the wedding and the reception more than the dude who dated her first.
Yeah, man.
And he's gonna be sitting there with his tea, like, you know what I'm saying? I hope it work out. Cause
Like, I already know her flaws and shit.
Y'all think Matt Barnes gonna show up to the wedding?
I don't think they cool like that no more after that whole
Nah.
I don't think
that
so.
shit,
Hell
cause
no.
the reason he rushed to the house, it had to do with his sons. So
Right.
he don't play with his
yeah.
kids. So I don't think
Because
they
he found
cool.
out via his sons.
And he said he never got a chance to get the itch. He said every time they got close enough to tussle, people kind of pulled him. So he never really got that off.
Damn.
So I don't think he would, even if they did invite him as a gesture, I don't think he would show just out of respect, because, you know,
Do you think he's gonna want his kids there?
he don't have a choice. He can't, because that's the mom. Yeah. That's one thing. I mean, he can request
Well, want
it,
to, I mean,
but
yeah.
I doubt it. I think he'll be like, be there for your mom.
Yeah.
You know, he seemed like a genuine dude. Like, I think he'll be like, because he already cool with them. They live with Derek, so you know his sons be there too. So I mean, they go on vacations with his kids and all that. So it's to the point now where it's like, long as my kids are good, when they around you, we have no problem, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Damn, of all people, she just couldn't. Never mind.
Can't help who you love, dog. I just remember we just
Not
had
even
it.
a different team, like
Well,
Damn.
he was a coach when it all really started hitting the fan, though.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it was, you know, because they hit it for a while.
yeah.
They hit it for a while, and then, but it's just crazy to me how Derek's timeline worked. Because he was with his family, the kid was sick when he was in. It was just like, and then you just jump into that, like, whoa, hold on, my nigga, like,
Probably was already smashing. Who knows?
talk about it. What you know? Inside.
No, who knows? I said, who knows? I know.
Talk about it.
Damn, that's crazy.
So, what do you think? Is it worse to smash or marry?
It's worse to marry. I mean, not saying they're both equally bad, but like it's but it's the worst to marry because it's like now, like you said, it's pictures, it's rings on fingers, it's anniversaries. Like I gotta see this is like really happening. Like you know what
I
I'm saying?
would love to be at a wedding, and I used to smash the bride.
What?
That would be funny. Like,
Funny.
yeah, cause like when she look at me, she gotta know, like, damn.
She gonna think about it.
Like, and it would be even better if somebody else was there that knew too, and then we could look at each other from across the room, like,
Why are you invited?
hey, you'll be surprised, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you.
it's a dirty game. It's a dirty
You'll
game.
be surprised,
It's a
yo.
dirty game.
Oh, y'all done been to some weddings with some shit going down.
No,
huh?
not necessarily, but I
We
heard
just-
some things.
We just
Some shit through the wire.
we well endowed in a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
Heard
That's
that.
what we gonna,
Shit through the wire.
yeah.
So what about like that scene in The Best Man when when Mia smashed Tay Diggs' character, and
That was tough.
that was tough.
He was heated.
Nigga was hot.
Killed that nigga.
Could y'all marry y'all girl if she smashed your best friend? Just once in college, 10 years ago. You'll still go through with it?
Nah. I probably.
10 years ago.
I don't know.
Not
I
10
don't
days
know,
ago,
because
10
the shit
years
might
ago.
be still drilling in the back of my head like that.
It was, if you watch the scene in The
couldn't
Best
do it.
Man, it was drilling in the back of his head.
couldn't
Remember?
do
I
it.
think that shit
I
is
couldn't
real
do it.
tough, dude.
Well, know why I
it's
can't
not
do
going
it?
down. Why?
She held that shit Trump tight for 10 years.
Damn.
What else are you holding?
Yeah.
I'm
Women
done.
are better
You
at
probably
keeping
holding-
secrets.
You probably
She got
was a
secrets.
Hey,
Secrets.
she was a black youngster whore. All in college, nigga. I'm gonna write her off. Dead ass. Like, what else did you do? Who else did you do?
That was
true.
it. But
But
that
if
was
she
all.
Did, if she did the best friend, you know.
Yeah,
she
that
But he
means
was
the
fucking
niggas.
around too,
That's
though.
for sure.
But he wasn't on the football team, so some of the receivers got it. Like, come on, like she was
He
around.
wasn't fucking her best friend though.
You don't jump straight. You just don't come out the gates to the best
Yeah.
friend. You gotta work your way up to the best friend. You just
She
don't
came
do
out
that.
the gates.
You just don't do that.
Yeah.
Like whenever you infiltrate a circle, you gotta get the nigga at the door first.
Right.
Like,
What's up with these double standards, though? Like,
well, niggas
Please
not
speak
supposed to
on
do that
that.
shit either. I don't. What you saying?
yeah. I said, what's good with the double standards?
It's tough, man.
And y'all
Expand
swear
on
we.
that. No, expand on that.
I feel like the male ego is very fragile.
I agree.
Oh yeah, it's
I'm glad that y'all at least
Yeah,
able
thank
to
you.
admit
I was
it.
waiting to hear what they had
It's
to say.
case sensitive, but I
Yeah.
agree with you. But what do you mean? Like, what would drive you to say that based on the double standards?
Because like women, we're supposed to endure all this cheating, lying. He, like you said, he was a football player. He was smashing twins and all type of stuff, right? Sisters and sorority chicks. But she smashed that one best friend, and it's like, I can't do it.
You said it right there, though. So
Even if, let's say, he smashed her best friend, a woman would be more likely to forgive than a man would.
because we know women, and women
damn,
women don't just give up them.
I can't counter that one. That was.
Women
What's
just,
with the double
I'm
standards?
gonna hold the lowercase L on that one, bro. Cause
The lowercase L.
yeah, because it's like that's what you said is fact, but well, I'm gonna say, but what I can say is the approach to. I think we went over this briefly in a previous show, as far as like the upcoming of a young man. It's
Okay.
not the same as a woman. Like I'm not speaking for every man, but a lot of boys coming up, you supposed to practice a certain thing. Women are supposed to save themselves. So
That's a double standard
right there.
I know,
within
but I was
itself.
about to say, so if
All this is socially constructed.
It is.
right, but if both adhere to each law, what will we have? Yeah, that's why I said I can't argue, because
Yeah.
you're taught as a woman, you can serve, you wait to that one, and then you know what I'm saying. We're taught the opposite. So if we taught the opposite, who the hell we supposed to be doing this shit with? If y'all supposed to be doing that,
I guess each other.
so fuck
That's
that.
gonna always be
Yeah.
my.
But-
Every time y'all try to say that we supposed to do something and y'all supposed to do something else, I guess y'all fucking each other because we ain't supposed to be in that shit.
That's a fact. But I was saying that to say, like,
I get
so-
what you're saying though.
yeah,
I get it. I
it's
never
tough.
heard it in that
so
perspective.
the ego was more or less like, okay, I gotta. Damn, that sounds bad too. Like you,
Say it, I
feel
wanna
like
hear
you
it.
feel like you're supposed to do this when you're single, but then if your girl does it, that's not what you were told she was supposed to do. Like you always taught as a man, like your woman's supposed to be your rock, hold you down. She offer you this, that, and other. So when they go against that, and you're gonna be like, well, wait a minute. Even though we're held to a whole different standard in our minds.
So, like, what about cheating? Like, if a man cheats, it's like, oh, he's supposed to be forgiven right off the bat. But if a
I
girl
don't
cheats,
believe
it's
that.
in the. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, off of things you
Yeah.
see on TV and
I mean,
movies. It's like the man's done with the woman. Like, I'm just saying.
Because they think that they know us when they don't.
That's ooh, shit. Y'all got bars tonight.
Yeah, we know a little bit.
But,
Hey,
yeah,
I
I'm
blame-
gonna fight it back. You over there quiet.
We
but-
know.
Look,
We know. We know a
Listen
little
to
bit.
Drake, nice for what? Okay,
Ooh.
that's the climate right now.
Drake speaking for y'all?
Nice. Women ain't
I
taking
think he
shit
just
no
caught
more.
on to what we have been saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I always
y'all
I've always-
motherfuckers really think y'all know what we supposed to do or think. Like, that shit is mad annoying.
Okay. How
Like,
about
let
this-
us be an
How about this
individual.
angle?
Here we go. Let's see.
How about this angle? Mm-hmm. Because it's forgiving with children. Unfortunately, and I'm gonna say unfortunately first,
Okay.
men will do what you allow them to.
That's true.
So, that being said, you can even use social media of today and how it's been a big role reversal. You can go back a few years where the men were on the prowl, they were the aggressors and all that. Now it's women. Women are the ones being aggressive and actually like pulling dudes. So
It's true.
I think we've been aggressive, y'all.
Yeah,
Just
No.
women
Now
just
noticing.
no. In
It's not-
history,
not the
women
way it's
were
been
in the
now.
background. Now more women are. You know what I mean? In the front face now.
nah.
No,
No.
that's true.
I think he wants
Women
to believe
didn't have
that.
a voice back then. Like women couldn't
I want
vote.
to believe it.
I
work,
think that
Okay.
I think
More
that
women
men. I
independent,
think y'all want to believe in
raising
this fairy
their families by
tale
themselves. All
That
that.
women are being aggressive at this point.
that we were never aggressive.
No, I didn't say y'all won't, but y'all wasn't throwing y'all shit like y'all throwing it now.
Shit thrown now.
Shit is being Brett Favre all through the internet. Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
yeah, exactly.
no.
And it wasn't like
Yeah,
that
through
at
the
first.
internet, but
it was
there was no internet at
I've had
first. So you
homeboys
can
tell
say
me they're waiting
you
for
can say
girls to come
bitches
up to
was
them
throwing
now.
pussy
Like
doing-
men don't even want to walk up to women anymore. Like I
That's
got
an
homeboys
attest
tell
to
me
what
that.
I'm telling you.
You could say bitches was throwing pussy through the mail. Then we don't know that they wasn't or they was.
Well, I wasn't around for that time, so I'm talking about what I was around for. I went through everybody here went through a teenage phase.
Yeah.
We went through a young adult phase,
Okay.
and now we're going through the adult internet phase. The internet is a big pivotal part of society now. But through teenage and young adult, women weren't as aggressive as that. And this is the same demographic. We're all the same age. So it was like you were doing different things 5 years ago than what you're doing now. And that's the reason why I feel males are the way they are, because why chase you when I got five bitches throwing shit at me right now? Why? Why? But I'm just saying, if someone was willing to give you something, why go out and work for it?
I've heard that before. I've heard someone say that.
No, that's just a perspective I'm trying to like to layman's terms. But that's why I feel. That's why I come to the conclusion that I feel women are more aggressive than past times. I'm not gonna say the aggressors, but they're just more like they want what they want. They know what they want, and I feel like back then it was more discreet. Like you did it more on the low. No one knew about it. You called on house phone.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was more discreet. But now it's like they don't care.
I think it's always been the same, and it's just different avenues now. That's all I think.
Even
if
think
it's
about,
different
like-
avenues, that mean more exposure, which means
Think
I
about
just think
like
it's
TLC
different
and Destiny's
avenues.
Child and stuff. They was
Like you
singing
can. Do
about-
y'all remember the loop?
yeah. I
Oh
remember
yeah, I remember the
Bitches was
loop.
in that shit, and so were you niggas.
facts.
I'm just saying. I don't think that. I just think the only thing that's changed
But
is
niggas
the
were still chasing females back then. Niggas
Yeah.
don't chase females no more.
they do.
Oh, niggas still
They do.
chasing.
They still
but-
do.
They do.
I'm not
I
saying
agree.
none,
I
I'm
think they
talking
do.
about
But it ain't hard.
overall.
It's not hard.
Overall,
Yeah.
it's not nowhere near what it was.
Yeah, what it was. Yeah.
So
Like-
that's why it's like a niggas don't
You
do
could
it.
be
Right.
that
You do
could
see
be.
more women going.
There's just
up
no
to
way
men.
for us to measure it for real.
Because it's being thrown so much. No dude's really. He has to really like you to throw the effort. An
Good
average
point.
dude was getting mad DMs. Average.
Okay.
Well, y'all don't know. I mean,
that
men talk, so I know.
Yeah, they do.
so
Okay.
you can say what you want, but men,
Men
talk,
lie.
so I know.
Y'all know y'all. Not y'all, but men lie.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you at home making DMs and screenshots, of your
Niggas
damn
do
self,
that.
That's wild.
That's weird.
That's wild.
Do that. Niggas is weird.
Yeah,
That's
niggas
why.
be lying. It's all about
Just
their
like
ego.
niggas up front with a fake Gucci,
Belt
Gucci
and
hat,
shit.
yeah, Gucci belt. Niggas who front about some female shit.
Hey, yeah, that's crazy. Niggas from with the fake Gucci, them be the main niggas that be on too.
Yeah.
They be
That's
the main
all.
ones that people be
Damn.
like, I seen you at the bar. I be like,
It's your Gucci belt.
Gucci
I seen you.
like y'all gotta remember, it's a lot of shallow women.
It's a lot of shallow men too.
Shallow and shallow make what?
Yeah, it goes everywhere.
Yeah, you
Shallow
bet.
how?
But that's making.
And it's funny. Look, you see how it all got flipped on women though. This whole
It's driving
conversation.
my point home. Shallow men. So I could be talking about, like I said, the average dude. I didn't say these females was bomb. That's DMing them.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? But it's still being thrown.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I don't
why?
think it never like not was. I just think, like I said, the avenue changed with the DMs, etc. But
so
like,
if you was just an average dude.
nigga, Aaliyah made a song
no social media, right?
called 4-Page Letter. She was
Right.
throwing it.
But she had to know something about this nigga to write him a letter, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, if you an average dude, 23 years old, back in 2005 or 6,
Okay.
how is it going to be thrown? There's no
AIM.
platforms.
AIM.
I said you an average dude,
Hey, well,
so you ain't really,
average?
you an average dude. How is it really being thrown? Like you say,
That's
it's
the
been
only way
being thrown.
I could think of at the
Yeah,
moment.
I can-
I'm talking
AIM
about
or
you don't go out that much. You go home, you work, you go
MySpace.
home, all that.
At that point, it wasn't thrown out at all.
That's what I'm saying. You had to really be out in the clubs, really put.
Approach.
Yeah,
Pen and
it
paper.
wasn't
Pen and paper.
being. Thank you.
Your
palm
Y'all
out.
wasn't on MySpace in 05?
Trying to think.
MySpace came out in like 05, something like that.
Nah, it was
Yeah.
on 03.
My point is, you saying it's
Oh,
being thrown.
MySpace.
How
I'm thinking Facebook.
a dude had to walk up to you for you to throw it. Okay,
Y'all was
so you was that girl that was walking up to mad niggas.
I wasn't
Oh,
walking
no.
up
No,
to
I'm
you.
just saying.
No.
But see what I'm saying? See the perception. See how quick
Shit.
y'all jumped.
No, I'm saying
That's how
I
it
wasn't,
was.
but I know I know women who did.
But the perception, women didn't. Some women didn't care, but a lot of girls.
Listen, a
lot of girls.
they didn't. They
want
don't.
that-
They still don't.
What was the thing back then? I don't want nobody to think I'm a hoe. But if no girl wanted that stigma, back
Some
then.
girls did
I
not
know
give
girls
a fuck.
It was you gonna have your one out of the bunch, out of every bunch. But the major consensus of it is gonna be like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go out with your girls and you walk up to 6 niggas and like on the way to the club, y'all don't see how many numbers can y'all get. That's what I'm saying. That's the double.
Maybe.
Talking about double standards?
Maybe.
The dudes just like
We
hey,
probably don't.
nigga. The dudes you
It's
just
a
put-
group of females
Well, yeah,
that
girls
no,
out there
yeah.
applying
you just put money
somewhere.
in the hat.
Yeah.
Like the nigga with the most numbers get the bread out the hat.
Yeah, that's
like
real shit.
you know what I'm saying. So if it's
Or
being
something else that's
thrown-
socially constructed, then we get to go both ways.
But
with
I'm
that.
saying, I'm trying to figure out how y'all feel it was being thrown. Like where and how? What was the avenue for the toss?
We was just impressing.
See what I'm saying? A dude really had to come up to you, be like, oh, like throw his little shot at you, whatever. And then if you
Shot,
fuck with
yeah.
him, that will be your throw or whatever. But without that initial engagement, you wasn't walking up to no nigga and exactly like it was.
No,
rare
you probably
females
wasn't
who did
walking
that.
up to him, but
It was rare.
It was definitely things you could do.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, you
I'm
smile,
with that.
say hi.
You throw your
Flirting
little
and
signals.
shit.
Yeah,
Right.
little
Flirting,
signals.
when flirting really
Like I
exists.
said, Rich was writing letters.
But-
Y'all,
Or what Alicia
MySpace
Keys
was
did.
a
What
thing.
did Alicia Keys
Flirting
do?
is
AIM
not
was a
throwing
thing.
You don't know
Flirting
my
is-
name.
Flirting is not throwing it.
How is not?
Flirting is kind of
Come
leading you
through.
to come get it.
Oh, I
It's
see what you're
throwing
saying.
it.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Nigga,
yeah.
bitches
Exactly
DM
what
it, slide through. Bring a bottle. Slide
Bring
through.
a bottle.
Bring a
You said
blunt.
Bring a
Yeah,
blunt.
like,
Bring a
yeah.
blunt.
like when I say throw, I mean like you walk in and they don't even want to talk. Like
Man, why could I think of so many songs from like the 70s where women was throwing they self out there? Like I feel like it was
that's
a
not
thing.
gonna
It's
hold your
just
point.
They
though.
made the
No, I'm
song
just
and
saying,
sent
I-
it to them. They was flirting. They let
Nah,
you know
I
what
feel
I want
like-
to do
I'm
to
just
you.
saying, I feel
nigga.
like
Hey,
that-
you feel me? Yeah, they let you
T-shirt and
know.
panties.
T-shirt and
Yeah.
pants. Man, I could go back
That
to
was her
like
man,
Betty
though.
Wright.
You
like,
can, but that wasn't a popular.
but we don't know that because we were
That's fl-
yeah,
too
we were.
young.
That's
But
flirting.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I just
They
feel
called
like
them floozies and Jezebels.
they was out there though. They
Yeah,
was
that's a
in that
fact.
shit.
But that's what I said. It was
Shit,
like
who-
every bunch had one.
Y'all
Every
heard
group had
Clarence
one.
Carter? I be stroking. Who was the bitch that was throwing it at him?
Oh, he a fool for
Come
that.
on now. I'm just saying it was a.
The scratch one for the dudes. That's for us.
Yeah, y'all get that one.
Stroking.
I be
Shout out.
stroking. But
Nah,
man,
but I just feel like it's a different wave when it comes to that. Like it's, and then what do if you remotely attractive that come through is like, all right, for sure.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I got the cool one, two or three cool ones hit me with that every now and then and trying to show me attention, why am I going to give you the attention you would require? It's too
I
easy
really
right
think
here.
Yeah.
It's the path of least resistance. I'm gonna go that way. which a lot of people do. I'm not speaking for myself, but I'm saying that's like a popular decision.
Shit,
It really is.
there is more women on the planet too.
Facts. But I'm saying, but that's what make. I remember I told my young female this. I said, hoes make it hard for women. And really listen to what I'm saying. Hoes make it hard for women because a good woman who really has goals, ambitions, strives to be a certain type of way, and wants a man to be a stand-up guy, a hoe gonna make it hard for her to run into that dude because he gonna go where it's easy.
You take the easy road.
Right.
Shit.
Especially
you get what
like,
you deserve
like,
when you get there.
It's hard to hold out nowadays. If you holding out, you might not even keep that dude because it's too easy via social media. He can get it. He can line some shit up while he on a date with you.
Yeah.
Shit like this bitch ain't giving me
You know
no.
what I'm saying? Like it's just real simple.
But y'all don't think that women could line stuff up while we're on a date?
Of course.
I just said that he can line something up, which means she did it. She hit him with the come through. She lined it up.
I'm saying, okay, that's what. No, I'm saying the opposite. Like
It's
that.
a two-way street.
Yeah.
I think y'all could do it quicker than we can.
way quicker because all
Because you
y'all
can tell
gotta do
a
is
nigga tell you come through, you be like, oh, I gotta do this. He be like, all right. But if you tell a nigga come through, he's stopping what he's gonna do. Canceling plans with the homies. He's not going to play basketball.
Yeah.
He's coming to your
Now you got them dudes who want to
lot
meet
of
their
times.
homies all the time.
Right.
No, that's
You
really.
hear about that? Their bromances.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
But yeah, I
seen
think
that
women
before.
have more leverage when it comes to things of that nature because pussy.
Yeah, I think we do for
Pussy is
sure.
most definitely
And we have to be we're supposed to be the ones to give y'all consent at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So
Good point. Let's strike that on the board for the dudes tonight.
Yeah, we got like 2-3 points.
Shout out my
I
nigga
turned
D Nice
that-
holding
I
the
turned
niggas
that
down.
low
D Nice holding the
Because I
niggas down
that way.
tonight. Appreciate that, D Nice.
right.
But that's like you said, that's socially constructed. That was the term you used. I like
Social
that.
construct.
But that's something that's going to be an uphill battle for a very long time because just the dynamics of who has power within the female male dynamic is going to be back and forth forever.
Yeah.
So-
That's why I'm over dating. Like I'm over it.
It's at the point where dudes who don't even have anything going for themselves could even be picky, with women, because
I
like
feel
a
like
woman,
you should.
you got that whole social constructing, like the woman got to be this, and this, but then you got those ones who ain't, the men who ain't even can't even match half of that, and they still can sit there and have those choices because so many, like you said, women.
It's an
are in the
abundance, yeah.
But I feel like it's a balance because it be the women who got the most going for themselves who want a thug nigga. Who just
Sometimes, yep.
so
about them.
but
I'm
it's
playing.
like so again that goes back to what you're saying. Why can't he be picky if you got all this great stuff going for yourself? You know what I'm saying? You a good woman, but you choose this type of dude. So why can't the role be reversed? Why can't this type of dude be picky on who he wants?
Right.
She
but
ain't-
then
I don't
if
think she being picky.
a lot of
Oh yeah,
times
she is. If she's established and really well set off, like you say, why would you want to take a step down to that? So
But
a
I'm
nigga
saying
could
somebody
potentially
who
go to jail,
not,
get shot.
they got their nerve to be picky. That's what I'm saying.
right, but a lot of the time, I don't say a lot of the times, but some of the times, like okay, y'all remember when Chili was looking for
Her list
love?
was-
Her
list
love
was-
show.
her
Whoa,
list was-
it was OD. Like I can't even lie, but like
Chili was type bad though, but I was like, damn.
right, like damn,
She was serious.
you can't have no kids.
Body.
I seen the list. I was
Right.
like, okay,
You gotta be
damn.
She said
6'5"
everything.
right? He was like, oh, I'm still in it. No beard. Oh, bro, you're out. Like
What'd you say?
She was
nothing.
touching
No
six
beard.
packs, all that.
See? But it was like that. But
should
not
have a
saying
beard.
that anybody should have all those rules. But it's like if you're looking for something specific in a man, have a job. You know what I'm saying? Have a vehicle. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
they just should have at that point.
what's
Normal
wrong-
things.
what-
But see, a lot of the times, they'll tell women who are kind of ambitious, as far as who they want to date. And it's like, man, you got too many standards. You need to
Lower
come
your
down, lower your standards a bit. Why is that also a double standard? How come the dude
I
that's
agree with that.
playing 2K all day can say, I need to have a light skin. I need to
you
have a
can't
light
play
skin,
2K?
big
Have
booty,
abs.
long hair. She got to be mixed with
Job
3
in
different
college.
ethnicities. They can have all of
just
all
at
of these
home.
standards, but it's
Not to defend what you're saying.
come on. I just want to
No,
hear
no,
what you.
yeah,
I just want to hear.
this
please
question-
I want to
defend
hear
it.
something.
This
Yeah.
question is bad timing because it's gonna say I'm defending. I agree.
No,
with
no.
what
Go
you're saying.
ahead. Go ahead.
But whatever happens is having your ideal person. everyone in their mind has somebody that they
That's
can see
fine.
themselves with
Everybody
or that
Yeah.
they want to be with.
My question is,
true.
why
Which is
does the
shameless
women
thing.
always have to lower
Thank
their
you.
standard?
I don't feel like y'all
Or
do.
be the ones that have to fit into a
Y'all
certain
just
box.
let
That part is what
dudes
gets
that
me.
You just said the ain't shit dudes. Y'all let them dudes determine. I don't think that no one should lower their standards. No one, male or female. Because, like I said, whatever happened to having an ideal match, or what you feel will be an ideal match for you, or you wanted to be with someone with these type of qualities. What happened to that? So I don't feel like no one should lower their standards for anybody.
Yeah.
But it just so happens ain't shit niggas get women to do that or get them to consider doing that. But don't put it on us.
Nah.
Y'all do it.
Don't bring it this way.
If I tell you,
just-
hey, jump off the bridge, if you jump, that's suicide.
I'm just
not
saying
murder.
how they have
Nah,
the
some
nerve to
women
post
don't,
shit
though.
like that, demanding that. Like,
Yeah.
where you get your nerve from?
Oh, we want to talk about nerve? I got something I
saying,
want to
like,
talk
what?
about with nerve. How can a baby mama say a nigga without no kids is a blessing?
How?
I love
wanna
how
hear
y'all
that.
shit back on
Trifling
women
as
though.
fuck.
That was
Bro, that
niggas be
That's
saying that
pretty
too.
trifling.
Though niggas with kids be doing that.
No, I've seen that on Facebook
yeah,
too,
I want a
like
girl who ain't got no kids, but they got like 3.
with 3 different baby
Yeah.
mamas.
yo, that's wild.
Niggas be weird.
Maybe
I seen
It
that shit. I
be
just
worse.
seen that
It be
video.
Niggas, yeah, niggas do that.
Well, she done already. We got 3. That's why.
All of y'all.
What if he just like nigga, she don't want kids?
Right.
Shit. That's why.
I just
That's
felt
crazy.
like you can't be a baby mama and say a nigga with no kids is a blessing.
Women do it.
That's crazy.
do
That's
it.
hilarious.
They
I
just
seen
want
the-
what
Shit,
they
people
want.
be lying about their kids.
Even
too.
though I know what they really mean, the baby mama drama. So I
Right.
understand
Like
that,
that,
but it's like, yo, you got 3 whole children.
I've seen a girl.
And baby daddy problems is low key worse than baby mama.
Oh yeah, that's for
Is
sure.
it?
Yes, niggas be facing jail time over baby daddy problems.
I've seen a
Like,
girl post on Facebook that she wouldn't date. She had kids. She wouldn't date a dude with kids unless the baby mama was dead.
Fuck.
baby mama drama
That's
is
deep.
serious though.
That's
That shit
real.
get real.
I'm like, damn, what the fuck she been through?
Like that baby daddy trouble had you 6 to 9, 10 to 15 for damn sure. Huh?
Yeah, because dudes don't. Us as black men don't know how to like. I mean, women too. We like to escalate situations and antagonize, but dudes, once they get to a certain level, like lives is on the line. With baby mamas, it just be like fighting.
Ego.
Which even though I don't recommend that or like cars, keys, and windows, shit like that. But dudes, guns come out quick because dudes don't fight no more. That's why I said baby
They
daddy
don't.
problem is like a little bit more serious, and then a lot of niggas like to bang hoods and shit. So it gets carried away way quicker than women.
Yeah.
And that's why I'd be like, yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about, but it's worse.
Let's take a step
Yeah.
back.
And then people still be sexually involved with their baby mamas,
And
baby
then pride
daddies.
is on
That
the line
causes more.
because like dudes, most dudes, a lot of dudes don't give a fuck about their kids, but pride is on the line when your kid is on the line. So niggas will die for their pride. Women
That's
don't.
real.
Women don't put their pride on the line. They just want to make a point.
Yeah.
Dudes put their pride on the line, and that's when either you going to jail or somebody. It's gonna be. It get carried away too quick, and then we don't, as a people too, we don't know how to keep our shit to ourselves. Like if I got a problem with this dude. It's never gonna be just me and him. It's gonna be me and him, and then it's gonna be me and my other 2 homies and his homie. Then it's they 4 homies and my. It's like it
And
keep
all of a
growing.
sudden, 2 hoods don't even get
Yeah,
along no
so
more.
it's like it's just too much with dudes. Like we
Yeah.
don't know how to let shit go. Y'all fight 2 times, key a car, and then I'm not fucking with her no more. She crazy, or I ain't got no more time. I ain't got time. I ain't stressed. Y'all let it go. Dudes, the nigga need to last.
Some of these baby mamas be needing to get their ass whooped.
Yeah, I heard some shit.
I agree. Indubitably.
I just had to say that.
I agree.
Some of them be cool though. Like I dated a guy with kids, and his baby mama was cool. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was gonna have to fight, strap up the motherfucking
baby
Air
mamas.
Force
She over that
Ones.
nigga, that's why.
Yeah, that's pretty.
She
No,
over
really,
him, that's why.
she was. I think she was really over him. You know what I'm saying? She was like,
That didn't-
"Have fun with this girl."
I'm about to say,
Damn.
raise no concern. Like damn.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
You do. What did
eventually,
you do?
eventually it did. I was like, hold up, wait a minute, she over him like a little
Too-
too easy, like you feel me? But shit, she had found somebody better, so good for her.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that was a cool under the breath statement.
But
Turn your mic up.
when they Nah, do not turn my mic. When it comes to like baby mamas, right, and baby dads, it's so many out here that I think like most of them are like cool. Like most baby mamas are like single moms. I see that a lot on social media, or sometimes they just hide they do well. But I assume they're single moms. They have a lot of single mom posts. So that hopefully they not about no drama. But I don't know, man. It's a lot of baby mamas in this world, man. Niggas leaving their kids with
A lot of baby daddies too.
Like crazy, boy. Like,
At what age can you like cut that whole I'm not dating nobody with kids?
I don't think you never can.
No, I feel like we're getting older, so more people are having kids.
More
A lot of
people have
broken
kids.
relationships.
That was a cool thing to say when you was like 23. Before people
Right.
start having kids, like I don't want to date nobody with kids. Like, yeah, but now that you like when you start getting to the 30s, 29, 30,
It's
31,
inevitable,
It's
huh?
out the window.
people have children. Like you, and then on top of that, why would you block a blessing? You might meet a bomb person,
Yeah.
and they can have a kid that's probably like 14, like not even a kid, and you might miss out on that chapter of your life, or you know somebody that God probably I don't want to get religious, but He might have sent that person your way, and you're like, nah, she got a kid. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, don't block your blessings.
Yeah, so I never was a fan of that, but I understand the stresses and concerns people express.
Yeah.
That some of these
People crazy.
it'd be a package. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a package deal sometime, and you didn't ask for all that. You know,
Yeah.
Never lied.
I'm
Preaching tonight.
gonna talk to him.
That nigga preaching tonight. He preaching tonight.
Damn.
That's a cool little demographic, though. So are we over the baby mama and ex smashing and Mary and the ex talk?
I'm over that. I think it was just a good conversation.
It's levels to that shit.
Yeah, I agree with the levels
got
part.
that squared away. It's levels to that shit. So
Definitely.
many levels to that shit.
It's definitely not black and white.
But do y'all know anybody who've done that? Like dated someone's ex? Like, the homie dated the other homie ex,
Yeah.
and they like worked.
Oh,
Like, and they
I only
worked.
heard about Smash.
I've known people who.
I know some people, and it works for like a couple years, and they kind of like 2 years, it'll probably pan out. But I know some situations where it worked, and I was like, yo.
It goes with your treasure argument.
One man's
But that's why I
trash.
said that to begin with, because I don't believe you just never know who for you, and sometimes people be in your life for moments, and you never know what their job in your life is until you with them. You just never know. So, but I want to ask and see if anybody here.
I know a group of girls, well, two girls who, you know, one dated the other's ex-boyfriend, and they were friends, like really good friends, and yeah, it didn't. I mean, at first it didn't turn out good because they ended up not being friends anymore over the guy. But once him and the new girl didn't work out, and you know they became friends again. Like they was talking about the nigga.
Something to talk about.
You know the girl who dated him apologized and everything, and they was able to get over it. But I'm like, damn, I could never. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't say like I would like. That is not lit. I mean, that's like that's like a straight up like I would never ever want to have to deal with no shit like that.
Situation and walk in a room and they right there and they just you can't say nothing to me. I'll fuck both of y'all.
It's different for guys, so I feel like they the whole thing.
Just imagine the dynamic. Like, what can y'all say bad about me when everybody find out I smashed both of y'all close friends? They're gonna be like, oh wow, like,
Right, but it wasn't that you smashed. You like he wifed both of them.
That's even worse. And they still
it worse?
friends? Yeah, could like okay, even if they.
Yeah, I guess so. But not like they don't fuck with him now, but like they were able to get over it.
That's what I'm saying. But if they were to have like let's say a kickback and he walked in.
Yeah.
And they sit next to he just
they
gonna
hanging
look over
out
and
and
smile
shit.
like, oh shit,
Fuck both of y'all.
That's
That's all it is at the end of the day for y'all, huh? No matter how
No, it's
deeply
just
in love
funny.
y'all was.
You know, it's just funny because it's like that y'all cool, y'all back cool, y'all wasn't cool when I started talking to her, and now y'all back cool. That's what's up. And y'all just left with that face you just made just now. Like
That's pretty trash.
that's funny as fuck.
God.
I'm a
It's
petty
crazy. It
dude.
goes with the whole. It goes with the double standards
Yeah.
thing, you know. Because I feel like if a girl walked in and it was two dudes she smashed, it's like
It's real
We still
weird.
gonna be
It's
like
different than two dudes. It's like-
Exactly.
Yeah,
But see, that's the
that's
thing.
yeah,
We could
goes
do
with
that same thing. Like, yeah, we fucked this nigga. Like, y'all gonna feel a way.
No, we won't.
Not
I'm
necessarily.
like, why would I feel bad about that?
It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. No, I'm just kidding.
What dude?
But what?
you know
No,
gonna
but
feel
I'm saying
bad
like if
about
you
two
walked in and you
homegirls?
smashed both of the dudes. That's weird for the girl. The girl's
Yeah,
like,
it is
but the
weird.
dudes be looking at you like, oh, we both got hurt.
That's
so the
what I'm
dudes
saying,
be,
so win-win.
that's that whole double standard thing too. coming
Yeah,
in.
that's another double standard. We just gotta take the L.
Yeah, that one we
ladies.
gotta take
It's
the
not
L.
really
I'm taking the L in that
She
one.
can still take the high road and be like, so what? I fuck with both of y'all. But the dynamic is, whoever niggas, they gonna still shake his hand. Like, you hit both, nigga. What?
Right.
But she can still be like, so what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
had you
true,
and
too.
you. Like, so it's not really a double standard. It's just a
It's like
perception
it's
thing.
different, yeah.
Like, it's a.
It's like Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine. That was all fun. I'm sorry,
I think
y'all.
that was Mike and Paul McCartney first.
The Boy Is
Oh,
Mine.
you talking about Monica and Brandy's
I know.
version? Oh, but you talking
The
about
girl is mine was first, though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
so
it
you gotta
was
be trying
first, but
to-
I'm just saying, like, when we try to flip it to our thing,
It was fly, though.
it was
That's a
fly,
really
but they
good
was
song.
fighting the whole song until the end. They were just like, the end of the video at least.
they became that cool and
What
dropped
about
him.
R. Kelly and Usher?
Same girl.
Same
It was
girl.
twins though.
Yeah.
It was twins.
Oh yeah, it was,
It was
twins
the
in
same
the video.
girl.
Yeah, it's no winning. It's no winning that, ladies. We're just gonna take the L on that. It's
They
fine.
was
We don't
low-key,
need that. We don't
like,
need that
about to go
W.
at it for a minute,
They
too,
was.
though.
They was.
Yeah, so it was like, y'all ain't just on
No,
your
but
own island
they
with
met
that.
up together though and just ate some dinner. They was cool.
Yeah. Nah. Didn't the girls leave him because they tried to play her? I think they left.
No, in the video it was twins.
It was twins.
I thought they got up at the end.
No, they
It
both
was
came
twins
and
at the
sat
end.
Maybe
down,
my mind
and then they were
finished
happy.
it.
They
Yeah,
was
you
happy.
just-
My mind finished it like that.
He
They
just
got
made his
left.
own into the video.
yeah.
I'm weak.
Wanted it to end that way.
That's hilarious.
Speaking of videos, that's a little off topic, but I think Cole was trying to bring videos back, man. You gotta see Kevin's Heart, man.
I gotta see
Sleep,
it.
man. I'm gonna make that
It
happen
just came
tonight.
out yesterday, so you're not really asleep.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
But
because somebody
it's
else
really-
asked me about this shit. I'm
It's,
like,
it's
damn.
a nice little.
Yeah.
He in. I don't want to give it away, even though it's
Nah, tell
Give me a
him.
little
Yeah,
bit.
let's hear
he's
it.
only in the video for like a good 7 seconds.
Yeah.
It's Kevin Hart, the whole video,
Oh, the whole thing.
and everything's a play on words for him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I was
tight.
getting
The
tired
song
of
is
Kevin
called
Hart
Kevin's
yesterday.
Heart, and Kevin Hart is in it, and then it's about
Cause
Kevin
he was
Hart.
with Meek and then he was in the video. I'm like, damn, Kevin Hart.
You just
Who
every
you fuck with? Who you
And like he
fuck
got
with?
like a new movie coming out. I was like, this nigga is on. He is not playing.
He ain't never been off since
2018.
Since that whole scandal.
before this.
Oh.
He after that Get Hard movie, he that movie didn't do
Get
that well.
Hard.
But
Well,
the
when
first
he did
movie
that little
after
stand-up shit, he took off after
he
that
did a
shit.
movie before that though, and then after the
Oh.
stand up was Jumanji, I think, and then he just been lit
Kev
ever
is
since.
on. I'm like, this nigga be everywhere. I was like, how he end up in the Meek Mill shit? Like, oh yeah, he from Philly.
The Super Bowl shit, like he
Yeah.
can't stay out of the headlines, like if
Damn.
he wanted to.
Keeping
That's
his face
crazy.
everywhere.
Is any comedians like on that level like him or have been?
No comedian had the avenues that he had.
Right. Yeah, true.
He's the first big comedian to come out in this whole social media era.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
he's like taking full advantage of all the.
That's
resources.
dope.
Everybody know Kevin Hart.
Abuse.
But what's awkward is no one is blowing up off of it. That's the thing. I'm like, damn, it's breaking new rappers, but it's not really breaking. It's breaking some actors too, because I be seeing people like getting on
Comedians.
TV from like Vines and Instagram
Yeah.
and all. So they're getting on TV, but it's like I would but I would like to see people just really getting astronomically big off of it too, because that's what it is, the platform.
Cardi?
That's music. I say rappers.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, but I would like to see other like push more to the forefront. Like we said, people get on TV show Wild 'N Out, all that stuff. You're on TV now, not on cell phones. But let's start seeing some movies and stuff. Like that'll be dope
I think it's gonna happen.
because they have an audience. So whoever cast them, you're not coming up short. They have an audience.
Yeah, they say that now. Like my friend of mine, he an actor. They ask you like how many followers you got on social media.
Yeah, so
That's like a thing now. Like when you do
Damn.
an audition, like you could get the part, but if you don't have a following behind you, they might give it to somebody else.
they want to touch more
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
Yep.
They even tried that with Kevin Hart with was it Get Hard? It was one of these movies he was in, and they were telling him to put the trailer on his Instagram, and he told them that they had to pay him.
Oh yeah, I
And then
remember
he
that.
was
shit.
like, "This is
Yeah.
my social media." He was
Yeah.
like, "I got 10 million followers that are going to see whatever I post.
Yes.
If you want me to post your movie, even though I'm the star of it, it's your movie. You gotta pay me."
To pay me, nigga.
And he was like, "That's a guarantee." He's like, "It's not a commercial. This is a guaranteed million."
Yeah.
eyes
That's
are
a
gonna touch
platform
this."
right
Yeah.
there. Yes.
So he was like, "You need to run me some money."
People check Instagram more than the news these days, so
Exactly.
that's
So he
know
had a
there.
valid, that's what I'm saying. He's the only person that I know that's really maximizing their social media era, like to the max. And I know it's probably other people who do it too, but to me, he's like the biggest name to do it.
Using that shit, he everywhere.
Because you can say he's synonymous with the Drakes and all that in their respective fields because he's everywhere. He's in the box office. He's doing stand-ups. He's all over social media. That whole Super Bowl debacle was everywhere. Like, so it's like
And he just funny, just walking, just like
Yeah.
and then that whole thing, the Sixers get out the first round, and B, all he does is pick him up.
Pick
They
him
Right.
up like
all these
a
videos.
baby.
right.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like this dude can't lose at all.
Yeah, he's
But
funny all
he
around.
maximizes all.
Yeah.
He posts those videos. He maximizes all of it.
Yep.
Like the Super Bowl thing, he jumped on that running. Like, look,
He had no choice because
but
they
it
was
was a
gonna
smart
fry
thing to do.
him for
Even
that
the,
shit.
Even
Yeah.
the cheating, he jumped on it
Yeah.
early. Like he
Yeah.
maximizes his platform, and I think that's the smartest thing he's done thus far in his career.
Yeah.
Smart
And
man.
I like the fact that he keep all his day one dudes with him too. The Plastic Cup Boys. That's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Stay with his squad.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
pretty
He don't let nobody else open up for him but his boys, and that's dope.
That's real nigga
Word,
shit.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Heartbeat Productions, I think it's called. That's dope.
Most definitely, man. So
what's good, man?
you goddamn right, man. So yeah, man. I like to thank you guys for tuning in once again
Yeah,
to
no
the cool side of
problem.
the pillow, man. It's your boy, the Slim Assassin with the passion, Big A.
It's your girl Tia. What up?
D Nice, don't forget it.
It's your girl Bernice.
Thank you guys for tuning
Thank
in.
you for
See
having
you
me.
next Wednesday. Holla.
Bye.
Bye.